This shit got my fucking stomach in. Never eat a fucking again. Better pray for all my sin. I don't feel no pain again. Fucking quit. Got my fucking stomach in. I don't need a fucking again. Suffer now for all my sin. Never feel no pain again. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Waking up like I ain't broke. All I need's a fucking smoke. While I fucking walk, drink another fucking coke. Food just make me wanna choke. Got my stomach I like smoke. No, that's not a fucking joke. Clear my plate, I'd rather croak. Extra shit like a bad plot. Mentally all I do is rot. Feels like I've been fucking shot. Fuck this life, I only set my lot. Why so fat? Why so fat? You so ugly, got no tats. Why so fat? Why so fat?
Now you feel just like a man.
If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Feel so nauseous, I can't eat. All I want's to fucking sleep. Caught it out, that's not a leap. I won't, so I'd rather weep. Fuck this shit, I don't know why. Makes me wanna fucking die. All I do is fucking cry. You won't see me eye to eye. I ain't hungry, eat no steak. Want no bake for your cake. Fuck them bitches, they all fake.
They just dodge and want a snake.
Bile in my throat when I see a fucking note. I don't want fucking choke. All I need's an antidote. When I die, so she wrote. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Whew. All right, y'all. Finally. Finally, we're fucking back, yo. Poop balls. Poop balls indeed, yo. Poop balls indeed. Holy fuck. This has been a night, yo. This has been a night to be on YouTube. Or a night not to be on YouTube. Holy fuck. Well, we're back. It's working, at least. it's finally working again. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Fuck YouTube, right? Fuck it. Like, right up the butt. Holy shit. Well, here we are, guys. Here we fucking are. We're back. YouTube's been having issues, so we weren't able to stream earlier. But you know what? This is gonna be a better stream. Yep, it's gonna be a better stream than it would have been. Wait, do I have a different chat showing up on the stream? I have the wrong chat. Whatever. You know what? Oh, nope. There we go. Fucking catching up. Okay. Holy shit. All right. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm a little frustrated. You know. Had to do a bit of work to get this shit back up. Also, in case that happens again, guys, I'm also live over on DLIVE. So, I'll put the DLIVE link in the chat. It's also in the description. All right. If anything happens to this stream, you can go over there and watch it. All right. I was gonna do it on Twitch, but we're going to be talking about some triggering subjects tonight. And I guess someone pointed this out to me. I should probably start my interviews and whatnot with like a trigger warning of sorts. Oh my god, trigger warning, SJW. Yeah, whatever. We're legit talking about some like traumatic subjects, okay? And it can be difficult to listen to, all right? even on my end, it's you know, I can only imagine other people in the chat. So yeah, the topics we will be discussing today involve sexual assault, date rape, and abuse and other subjects like that. Yeah. So keep that in mind. If you know, if that sounds like the kind of thing that you're not down for, then I guess go watch something else. I can't wait to sleep to this. Yeah. I mean, you're a veteran. I take it you've seen some things, you know. Take it you've seen some fucking crazy shit. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this shit's nothing, yo, compared to what Security Monitor Lizard has seen. All right. Not to trivialize the experiences of the victims at all. It's a joke, guys. Y'all get it. All right, y'all get it. It's fine. And here we go. Okay, guys. Here we are. Here we fucking are. Gonna be you know, gonna be addressing some shit. All right. I knew this was gonna come. I knew it was coming. All right. I did those interviews ever since I mean since before I did those interviews. I knew people were gonna you know, people were gonna act uncharitably. People were gonna you know, attack me. I hoped they wouldn't attack the victims, but unfortunately, that does tend to happen. So, for those of y'all that don't know, last night, Jeff Holiday went on Pimp Monks, the Wood or whatever, and I just want to say, there were a few people on that stream. It was Pimp Monk, it was Shabisky, it was Missy Ann, it was someone who I believe to be a friend of ours, mine and Annie's, and a friend of Underhaven, Burnt Toast, who I can't really hold her too harshly for the things that she may have said during that stream, because honestly, from what I can tell, it looks like she was blindsided and just brought on well, you know, along with Jeff, so that Jeff could, you know, say all his shit. And so I look, I'm willing to talk to Burnt Toast. Again, we've had her on Underhaven. She's been friendly. I've not had an issue with her ever. I am fully aware that the way Jeff painted me last night, as well as the victims, to someone who doesn't know the full story, could maybe look a little bad. So we're going to address some shit, guys. And, oh, there it is. Okay. We're going to address some shit. We're going to take a look at the stream from last night, all right? I'm going to show you portions. But first I want to talk about something that I'm not going to show you. All right? And the reason I'm not going to show you is because I think it's disgusting and dishonest. However, it's out there if people want to go look. But one of the most I guess what Jeff viewed as the linchpin in his defense of Ben, because let's all be very clear, that is exactly why Jeff Holiday went on the Wood. It was to go and it was to go defend Benpai, all right, because Ben is too much of a coward to defend himself. Ben won't address this at all himself, all right? He has to have his friends go do shit for him. Now, Jeff Holiday claims that he actually told Ben not to come on, which, okay. I don't believe that Ben was going to go on either way. I do not believe that for a second. Yeah, like, Ben has showed no inclination towards, wanting to address this in any way. Except for in Pimp Monk's chat a couple times, I've seen him just say, "Oh, people and their dumb false accusations." Oh, and of course, the only way he wants to address this is just one of the other ways he'll address this. Sorry, is by retweeting really old TJ tweets about fucking. Don't believe all victims. Don't believe all women. False rape accusations exist. Okay. Look, I'm sure false rape accusations do exist. I'm sure they happen. But we've already read some statistics on this stream about how just how rare they are. All right. In fact, fuck, I forgot to, you know what? I want to go over that shit again. You know what? I'm going to read something else first. Chess, while I'm reading that, can you send me the other statistics? Because I want to look at that after I read this article. But yeah, okay. So let me get back to what I was talking about. So the linchpin, it seems, in Jeffrey's defense of Mr. Benjamin, all right, seems to be the fact, some DMs actually, some screenshotted DMs of, which I should start by saying don't even contradict anything within the, what? Sorry, Rose Black. I'll look at that in a second. I gotta ignore the chat for a second. So yeah, DMs, all right, which contradict nothing in the witness's testimony. I want to repeat that, okay? I'm getting distracted. I can't get distracted by this shit, all right? The linchpin in Jeffrey's argument for Mr. Benjamin, all right? Again, I want to stress this, are DMs which do not contradict in any way the stories of the victims. That being said, what was in these DMs was basically both Amina and Taylor after the trips where they were both assaulted. Basically flirting with Ben, you know, acting all sweet with Ben, you know, talking really sexual. Again, I'm not going to show this, but there were a couple clips of Taylor, some little tiny, like little short little video clips that I guess she sent to Ben while they were together of her being like, "I miss you," or her being like, "Oh, the things I want to do to you," or some shit like that. I don't know. and a DM apparently of Taylor implying that she would like to try fucking Ben on LSD because they already did it high on weed and it was good. So I'll address these specifically, but then I have a broader thing I'd like to take a look at. But specifically, like both of the victims said, they continued a relationship with Ben afterwards. They, they may have, like, clearly had sex multiple times with Ben. That doesn't mean that assault didn't happen. Not in the slightest. And they talked about how, you know, their relationships would kind of go back and forth. They didn't talk as much about like the lovey-dovey parts of their relationship, but why would you at this point? Why would you, oh, this was really sweet, or oh, I remember saying this to Ben, or I remember, like, why would you want to, like, honestly, what pisses me off is the fact that they showed that shit, because I don't think Taylor wants to see a video of her being like, I miss you so much, Ben, or whatever. I don't think that's helpful for someone who's still processing what they went through. And I know Jeff thinks that's some great refutation. He thinks that this is like that's the nail in the coffin, right? Clearly this can't be. It is dark. You're absolutely right. That is hella fucking dark. Like, imagine like having to watch some shit of before you realized that you were being abused by someone and you were still under their spell. I bet you my dad could, like, and not to bring it to my trauma again, but I you know, I've experienced a lot of fucking trauma. I bet you my dad could bring you videos, or could find if dig out videos of me as a little kid being like, I love you so much, Daddy. I love you so much, and you're amazing. Yeah, sometimes abuse victims don't realize they're being abused in the moment, and sometimes they have really weird connections, really weird attachments to their abusers. That absolutely fucking happens. But, all right. Let's take a look at something. I want to read this, okay? Because don't just take my word for it that this is very complicated and that, you know, a lot of women, again, do continue having relationships with men who have mistreated them, men who have assaulted them in one way or another. And this is going to explain why. All right? Here, let's, nope. There we go. Okay. What? Oh, you know what? Here, give me this one. There we go. Oh, it's better. Okay. Why assault victims stay in touch with attackers in light of Weinstein defense. By the way, I just want to make it clear, in case anyone is unaware, the exact defense that that Jeff is using right now for Ben is the exact same defense that Harvey Weinstein's lawyers used. All right? Let's let that sink in for everyone for a second. All right. Again, why assault victims stay in touch with their attackers in light of the Weinstein defense. The downfall of Harvey Weinstein brought forth not only a tidal wave of accusations against the producer and other powerful men in Hollywood, but also a shift in the way many think about sexual assault. The accusations amplified in the public sphere by the Me Too movement forced many in the country to rethink stereotypical notions of rapists as violent strangers in dark alleys, instead acknowledging that many assaults are committed by someone known to a victim. Now, as Weinstein's defense attorney planned to bring to light dozens and dozens of loving emails sent to him by the accused. Wait, okay, sorry. Now, as Weinstein's defense attorneys plan to bring to light dozens and dozens of loving emails sent to him in the aftermath of the alleged sexual assaults, experts explained the public will once again have to reckon with their misconceptions, but this time, misconceptions about victims. The reactions of victims are often very different from what we anticipate. Elizabeth Jeglick. Elizabeth Jeglick, a PhD in psychology professor at New York's John Jay College, told NBC in a telephone interview Wednesday, I think there's the expectation that somebody will come forth right away, which is not the case. They expect them to be immediately traumatized. Sometimes it can take years for someone to realize it was rape. Defense attorney Damon Chironis said that his team will use the emails to counter the accusations by the women with their own words, where they describe loving relations, sensual encounters with Mr. Weinstein. All right? I for anyone who watched the stream last night, the defense attorneys of Harvey Weinstein, their whole thing, their defense was to counter the accusations of the women with their own words by describing their loving relations and sensual encounters with Mr. Weinstein. The trial for Weinstein, who is charged with 5 felony counts related to 2 women, including 2 counts of predatory assault, began Wednesday. 6 women, including the 2 involved in the charges, are expected to testify that Weinstein sexually assaulted them. During opening arguments, Chernosis presented emails from the 2 of the women, Miami Haley, and a woman ABC News is not naming because she hasn't publicly come forward. Mimi's was Weinstein's production assistant, and she accused him of performing a forcible sex act on her in 2006. Okay. The emails presented in court included messages seeking jobs, wondering whether Weinstein would be in Los Angeles for one woman's birthday, and chatting about Broadway. Helai, at one point, according to Chernosis, asked Weinstein to fly her to London for several days after he allegedly sexually assaulted her. Chernosis said this indicated that they were in a comfortable relationship and that the accusers were trying to have it both ways. Experts who spoke to ABC News and have studied sexual assault disagreed. Jeglick said, while victims respond to sexual assault in a variety of ways, some do continue or begin a relationship to help them cope with the lack of control they felt during the assault. Let me repeat that. Some do continue or begin a relationship to help themselves cope with the lack of control they felt during the assault. If they can now conceptualize this as a relationship, they can feel they have control, whereas before, they didn't feel they have control. She said that while such a response is not uncommon, there's no data on exactly how often it happens. But other victims who don't want to acknowledge that it's rape will maintain that it was something that happened consensually or as part of a relationship, according to Jeglick. Acknowledging that it is rape can be something that is really painful, she added. A meta-analysis conducted in 2016, published in the U.S. National Library of Medicine, examined 26 studies involving 5,917 female rape survivors and found that 60% didn't acknowledge the incident as rape. 60%. Many described the rape as bad sex or miscommunications, the meta-analysis found. On average, there are more than 433,000 rape cases and sexual assault victims, rape and sexual assault victims aged 12 years or older in the U.S., according to the Rape and Abuse and Incest National Network. Most are women. Of those assaults, 51% of female victims report being raped by an intimate partner, and 40.8% by an acquaintance. While statistics vary among organizations, RAINN cites that 1 out of every 6 women will become a victim of an attempted or completed rape in their lifetime. The National Sexual Violence Resource Center say that 1 in 5 women will be raped, and rape, according to the NSVRC, remains one of the most underreported crimes. We all know that. I read some, I'll look at some statistics afterwards because, yeah, it is extremely underreported. Most women don't want to fucking come forward. Most women are afraid to. Most women don't want to, like, acknowledge it in their own heads. They don't want to, like, they can't cope with the idea that they had that level, they were violated to that level, that they had that much control taken away from them. So they rationalize and try to be like, oh, well, it must, you know, yeah, we're in a loving relationship. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing fucked up happened. It's fine. And it's very clear to me that that's exactly what happened with both of these victims. They describe, you know, and they describe, you know, not really knowing how they felt about it, going back and forth, being in a relationship with him, but like constantly going back and forth, having like weird emotional outbursts or weird moods that would last like, you know, weeks or some shit, where Ben is just like in a terrible mood and it's everyone's job to fucking console him. Maybe there was some fucking stuff in between that wasn't as bad, but yeah, obviously there's gonna be shit that he's gonna do to keep you roped in, to keep you yeah. I don't know, guys. Yeah, obviously the guy is going to use whatever power he has over the woman to keep her thinking fondly of him. I mean, this is very clearly what Harvey Weinstein did. He had the power over these women. He had power over their careers. He was well known in Hollywood. Like, are you going to say, like, you could maybe say that these women that were victims of Harvey Weinstein were maybe acting in some self-serving ways or didn't have the best judgment at all times. But that doesn't excuse the person who was exploiting that power that he knew that he had over people. It's still fucked up. You can say all you want that people, you know, people might have made some bad decisions. Why do you think victims end up blaming themselves when someone takes advantage? Because it's like, oh, maybe I fucked up. Maybe I put myself in this situation. Maybe it's my fault. It's not your fault when you put yourself in a situation and someone takes advantage. They're still culpable. They're still to blame for their own fucking actions. All right, guys. I don't know anything about this Vosh thing. If anyone finds a screenshot of that, feel free to send it to me. But I'm not. Yeah, someone earlier was right. Like, every conversation turns to Vosh. I love Vosh, but like, not everything needs to be about Vosh. All right, it's we'll talk about it later. I'll look into that later. All right, I have no idea. Let's continue reading this. Fontes said the defense's arguments surrounding the emails could not only be potentially harmful to the victims on the stand, but to other victims deciding whether to come forward. Absolutely. In fact, that's the whole point of this defense, as I'll get into a little later. It confirms the fear that all victims have, that they will not be believed and that they were responsible in some way for the assault. Lisa S. Fontes, Ph.D., an international expert on sexual assault and intimate partner violence, told ABC News in a telephone interview, it could have a silencing effect. That is exactly the intent behind this. That is exactly why this is being done. That's why the lawyers used it. That's why Jeffrey's using it. Like Jeglick, Fontes said it's not uncommon. So this is the second person they interviewed, by the way, based on this, another expert on this. Fontes said it's not uncommon for a victim to contact their assailant after the assault, especially if the person has some sort of power over their career. Exactly. And it can be, there can be different versions of this. Don't just say like, oh, well, these people weren't working for Ben. You know, again, he was a well-known podcast host with a lot of influence and a lot of notoriety, and that can allow someone to have like that person basically has all the fucking power in the relationship, especially when they're when they're also flaunting around how much money they have and flexing that every 5 minutes, as both the fucking victims so far said, like flaunting, oh, this is what it's gonna be like when you're with me. Oh, look how much money I have. Many of us have experiences of difficult bosses, and we put up with them because we don't feel like we have a choice. We need the job, Fontes said. This is a very familiar experience, so it should not be difficult to understand. And as to whether or not she thinks people will understand it, Fontes wasn't so sure. I think if explained properly, the majority of people could understand it. Will they understand it? I have no idea. And again, this analogy here is like it might not be the most fitting for this, but it's still a similar dynamic. There's power dynamics at play. There's you know, people with people in positions of power over other people. There's people that have more influence and notoriety. This isn't just two people in a relationship and it got kind of toxic. So yeah, this whole thing, I recommend people check it out, look into it, because there's a lot of data on this shit. This is not out of the ordinary behavior that we're seeing from the victims in this case at all. This absolutely happens. And Jeff thinking that, you know, him coming out with those DMs like they're the trump card. Well, I guess they are the trump card. They're just as effective as Trump. Good job. They're just as inept and weak and limp-wristed. Because, again, they don't contradict anything in the victim stories. None of them denied that they had relationships with Ben afterwards. And if you knew a little bit about psychology of abuse victims, and there's so much more on this, guys. There is so much more that goes into, like, this is just like a cursory, you know, like this was made to be digestible by the public, right? This article, but there is a shit ton of research. As someone who's been in therapy for trauma and abuse, a lot of this matches up with shit that I already knew and you know, talked about with therapists when I tried to understand certain behaviors of myself, that I was like, you know what? Why do I keep going back? Why do I keep going back to him? Why do I keep, you know, allowing people to treat me this way? Why do I feel like I have this connection? Like I need to, like, you know, sometimes someone just has that power over you. And it's fucked. It's fucked when they take advantage of it. When they use it to manipulate you and silence you. And it's absolutely sickening. All right. So that all being said, let's take a look at that stream from last night. All right? Let's jump into that stream. Hang on. I actually don't have it pulled up because I totally fucking forgot to pull it up. Here we go. Got Pim Monk. There we go. All right. Here it is, the stream from last night. And I just want to say, look. Oh, the stats. The stats. The stats. Thank you, Chess. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place tonight. The bullshit with YouTube was kind of really annoying. Okay. Here. Yeah, I'm going to go over these stats that Chess sent me, and then we'll look at the video. All right? Okay, and Chess has been posting this stuff on her Twitter, so we can just take a look at it there. All right. Only 1 in 10 women who have been raped will report it. That means if you were a rapist, you already have a 90% chance of getting away with it. The amount of falsely reported rapes is only 5%. That means for every 5 people that are falsely reported, there are for every 5 people that falsely reported, there are 95 that reported it and 900 that were unable to report it. All right. For every 1,000 victims, only 13 will go in front of a prosecutor, and out of that, only 7 will see a day in court. The court is not fun. They will get attacked for wanting attention, for asking for it. They'll be told they're lying altogether. Yep. Very fucking true. And it happened, and we watched it happen with the Weinstein and Cosby cases. Out of all cases that go to court, only 18% end in conviction. That only leaves a 1 in 1,000 reported cases that will end in a conviction. The Me Too movement was not started to protect people who are being falsely accused. It was started to help those who would not be listened to. Look at this. Look at all these rape victims that go without justice, and the one that might get some justice. These are the numbers we're dealing with. 51.1% of women who were sexually assaulted were by someone they were intimate with. 40.8% were by an acquaintance, leaving a low 8.1% by someone they did not know. All right? All right. So, guys, I know I've read this shit before, but like the facts have got to be out there, all right? You don't believe it? Go look up these statistics yourself, okay? Go look up these statistics. The court system is fucked. The any chance of women getting justice is almost none. It is a fucking travesty how rape victims are treated in this goddamn country, and we're supposed to buy the narrative that, like, oh my god, there's just a rash of women just falsely accusing, even when multiple women are coming out with similar stories. It's all false, it's all bullshit. The fuck out of here. All right. Whew. It's going to be fun. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay, I'm ready. We're going to take a look. I'm going to take a look at this stream. I've timestamped several little points that I want to respond to. Let's get through this as quick as we can, okay? Because there's a lot of bullshit in this. Okay. Oh. Mm-hmm. Where's the other? Oh, there. God damn it. There we go. That's better. All right. So here we go.
So one of the reasons that this has to be addressed at this point is because
oh yeah, and by the way, I want to make it clear. I've already watched this entire fucking god-awful stream, and they called my stream awful and boring and whatever, and obnoxious, whatever. No, genuinely, this stream was painful to watch. And maybe it's just because I cannot stand listening to the victims get shit on like this. I can't stand hearing this self-righteous ass, Jeff Holiday, act like him and his fucking dipshit squad have the moral high ground in anything. It was painful, but you know what? I did my due diligence. I watched the whole goddamn thing because unlike these people, I'm willing to watch the streams that are criticizing me, all right? Pimp Monk has already bragged that he doesn't and won't watch the streams about that I did about him or any of these streams about Ben. A lot of these people seem to be acting on hearsay based on what they've heard of my streams. I don't even know if Jeff has watched them in their entirety. I don't know. But yeah, let's respond to this point by point, okay? Let's do this.
there is a problem on the internet, and that problem is usually parasites. You know, people like Jamie Dark. You know, parasites who will try and take advantage of a certain type of drama and then try and make a profit off of it or make a name for themselves. And they have now done this in the case of two women levying accusations towards our dear friend that
So wait, I love how I've done this. So, okay, so I'm taking advantage of the victims, and I did this twice. All right. Look, I'm just going to state this right off the bat, because, and I'm not going to respond to it again, because it's really fucking tiresome. The reason I did this is because I saw the way, in fact, people like Jeff Holiday were attacking Alicia. Harassing her, shitting on her, asking her impossible questions the minute she fucking came out. I did this because I watched for too damn long as Ben has bullied his way around the fucking internet. As he's bullied other creators, he's bullied women and people that he's come in contact with. And how his friends bully his victims. You want to believe that I'm a parasite? That I'm just doing this because, hey, I'm going to get some clout? First of all, I haven't made any money at all, really, off of any of this. I mean, I got some Streamlabs in the first stream I did about Ben, but not a lot since. And I don't really expect them. I don't ask for them. I'm not going to ask for them while I'm doing this shit. In fact, I keep the fucking alert thing turned off so I can, if I want to read them at the end, maybe I will. But I'm not like... And what? I gained some subscribers off of this. My subscriber count went up. Okay. My subscriber count was going up anyway, and I'm not going to apologize for gaining subscribers while I'm talking about this. But if you're really going to be so uncharitable to make the assumptions, make these assumptions about someone you don't know, that, oh, they must just be doing it for the clout. I don't really know how I could convince you otherwise. I really couldn't, right? I can't show you inside my head. I can't show you my intentions, what I believe in. I can only tell you the facts. And I can tell y'all another fact is I haven't been, at least for the most part, for the last couple of months, I wasn't streaming about this nonstop. In fact, for a few weeks, I didn't even talk about this shit at all. Because I just wanted to focus on my own content. I've talked about this when I've needed to, and I've kept my mouth shut when I've needed to. People want to criticize how I may have done that first stream. I don't know that it was handled the best way. I don't know whether or not I'm handling any of this the best way. I'm one content creator trying my best to use my platform to get a message out there that I think people need to fucking hear. Because I seem to be the only one who's willing to actually talk about this. And that is why I'm doing this. Because I don't see anyone else doing it. If fucking Repsion or Stevie Wolf or whoever the fuck wants to fucking like, oh, yep, I'll take this. I'll handle this. You know, there's other people who I know are better at dealing with these situations than I am. I didn't do this because I thought I would be the best person to break this story. I would be the best person to bring these accusations to light. No, I did this because no one else would. That's it. No one else would. I fully expected someone else to. I've expected someone else to start talking about this other than me since I did that. No one's done that up until now. And until someone, you know, who I believe will actually sufficiently see this through, starts talking about this and dealing with this, I'm not going to stop. And you can have whatever fucking narrative of me you like. It honestly doesn't really make a difference for me. People that, you know, are already going to be uncharitable towards the victims, of course are going to be uncharitable towards me as well. I fully expected that. I expected that before I did this shit. I knew people were going to fucking accuse me of clout chasing. I don't care. I don't care about my reputation. I don't care if I end up completely losing my entire fucking following from this. I just want the victims' stories to be fucking heard. You want to give them a platform, Ben? Jeff? How about you, pimp? You want to give the victims a platform to go on your show and tell their story? I know you said you'd bring anyone on who wanted to come on, but something tells me if the victims came forward to you, to your channel with their stories, they'd be getting a shit ton of pushback like they have been from almost everybody on this panel with the exception of Burnt Toast. Every one of these people. Shabisky probably to the much lesser extent. But pretty much all these people have been bullying and harassing and shitting on Alicia ever since she first came forward. Why the fuck do you think that the victims don't feel safe coming on your fucking channel to tell the fucking story? I don't want to be doing this shit either. I want to do my fucking podcast. I want to do my politics streams. I want to do my gaming streams. And I never want to hear fucking Ben's name again or any of these fucking... I don't want to hear from these people again. I don't like dealing with them. I was perfectly content to just not watch Drunken Peasants, not pay attention to it. Just let it be. But this is more fucking serious.
He acted inappropriately. Now, there is a problem with this, not just narratively, but evidence-wise as well.
Yes.
Witness testimony is evidence, and I'm gonna get so fucking annoyed by Missy Ann nodding her empty fucking head. Like, yes, She did. I just want to point the fuck out that, like, Missy Ann adds nothing, except for when she interjects about herself, which we'll get to in a second.
So,
It's really annoying.
First,
I'm sorry.
also, I probably need to mention this too real quick. I don't get paid by DP. The only time I ever get made any
That's
fucking
fine, I
money
don't
off
care.
DP was one time TJ paid me.
Don't care.
Ben's
No one
never
said you
paid me
did.
any money.
You don't need to be paid by Ben for him to be you know, using his influence over you in one way or another. You don't need to be paid by Ben for him to be manipulating you in one way or another, okay? Or maybe you're just defending him because you don't see a problem with his behavior. I don't know. Don't know.
No money whatsoever.
But yeah, I don't care whether or not you're paid by him.
doing this because he's my fucking friend. Sure, there's going to be a bunch of assholes out there being like, well, Jeff is obviously just an attack dog for Ben. No, it's called...
Wait, again, you don't need to be paid. You're saying, oh, he's just your friend. Yeah, he's your friend, so that's why you're his attack dog. Yeah, because he's not going to come on and address this himself.
friendship, motherfuckers. All right.
God forbid you defend your friend. God
I know.
forbid.
I don't understand that shit. I don't understand that kind of fucking narrative where people are like, well, if there's somebody who has counter evidence to this sort of thing or a counter point of view, obviously they're just an attack dog or they're being like...
Counter evidence or bullshit? All right, look here. I'm going to get to... here, we're just going to skip ahead to when he recaps her story, all right? There's a lot of nonsense in this stream. I'm going to jump to the specific points that I want to respond to so we can get through this.
She intentionally went to see him and only met the other guys a few days later. So this is what happens. She claims that she hooked up with Ben. She got sexual with Ben. Then, and this is the most important part, she claims that at one point while partying, she blacked out. She then woke up in the middle of the night. She was
all right. So first of all, not while partying. He recaps this really badly, which again makes me wonder if he actually listened to the whole thing or not. It wasn't while partying. It was while they were at dinner. He took her to dinner, started buying her glasses of wine. She had 2, maybe 3 glasses of wine. And the last thing she remembers is going to the bathroom and she has like some vague fuzzy memory of him dragging her down the streets of Santa Fe towards their hotel room, and this is very, like, again, all these details are important, Jeff. I don't know why you're skimming over them. Details, being like, oh, like the trees are so pretty, I want to climb them. Which then she just blacks out. She doesn't remember anything after that. That sounds like someone who's been drugged or roofied or something.
still clothed. Yep. Still clothed. But she was...
You can fuck someone while they're still clothed. My guess is that... Taylor did say... I don't remember if she said it on the stream, but she mentioned during when we were in DMs with her something about when she woke up, her crotch hurting. My guess is that what Ben did was... maybe it was hard for him to completely take all her clothes off, so he just kind of like pulled her pants down as far as he could and then just fucked her awkwardly. That's what I'm guessing happened. There's no way of knowing exactly what happened, but the fact that she woke up feeling that way, the fact that it was very clear that there was a condom in the bin, and then also the fact that Ben had they talked about it later. It's like, oh yeah, what a crazy night. He didn't deny that they had sex together. He acted like they did it together, like they were just both so crazy drunk. If you're gonna recap her story, do it fucking properly, especially if you're about to show evidence that somehow refutes it.
Certain, and she uses this word, that a rape happened.
Yep.
Now you can understand why I'm a little pissed off. There is somebody who is accusing my friend of the big R. The big R. Then also in her own words, she continued then, throughout the rest of the week, to have sex with him. Okay? Now, that does not necessarily mean...
So, we read that article earlier. If you didn't see it, you can go back, but there are reasons why abusers... will stay in contact with there are reasons why victims will stay in contact with their abusers, why they will, continue relationships with them. This is not out of the ordinary. Sometimes it takes people a while to figure out they were raped. Absolutely.
That she's not telling the truth. Not at all. Not at all. Listen, that kind of shit
That's
can
exactly
happen.
what you're saying.
I'm not here to try and tell you what happened. I'm not going to tell you what happened because I wasn't there. You know who is going to tell you what happened? Taylor's going to tell you what happened. And you know how she's going to do that? With her own goddamn private messages.
All right. See, this is exactly the same. For those of y'all that heard, this is exactly the same as the lawyer's defense in the Harvey Weinstein case. Literally, oh, we're gonna show you why this isn't true in the victim's own words. Look at these emails. And then what are there? It's not like he's showing DMs of her being like, that stuff that, was described in her story. That stuff didn't even happen, Like, I don't know how he would. She's not saying it didn't. She's clearly in a different phase of her relationship with him. She's clearly, kind of confused, still infatuated with him a little bit in one way or another, and these are confusing relationships. That doesn't mean they're not toxic. That doesn't mean they're not fucking problematic. You can have an extremely fucked up relationship and have moments where it's like, oh, I really do love this person. I've seen people who are fucking married for years who literally go back and forth between despising the person and wanting to divorce them and hating them so much, and then like, oh, I actually love the person. Because you try to rationalize in your head that, no, you're not making the wrong decision. This person isn't fucking you over. You do love this person. Because of everything you've invested it with them already. The fact that, you don't want to lose that control, that power. You don't want to, admit that you've been violated in one way or another. You have to convince yourself that you wanted this. Let's continue.
So... God damn, dude, this is so fucking shit, dude. I hate that I have to fucking.
So yeah, all right. So I've already explained that. I'm not showing this. I'm not showing it. I think it's really gross that Jeff showed this shit at all. It's disgusting. Like, seriously, fuck you, Jeff. Go read up more on abuse victims. Go read up more on, the victims of the Harvey Weinstein case and shit like that. And a lot of other cases. Because you don't know what you're talking about. Your little DMs of them being friendly to each other. Of them being loving. Of the videos you showed. Of Taylor being like, oh, I miss you or whatever. Of her being flirty. It is disgusting that you would leak videos and DMs of an abuse victim, of not only just of an abuse victim, but of an abuse victim from a time that they'd clearly love to not relive. How hard do you think it is to deal with the fact emotionally and mentally that, yeah, you did have those moments where it was like, I love you and this and that. Like, again, I've not been sexually abused in my life. But I've gone through abuses. I was raised in abusive situations, and there's been especially times when that shit weighed on me more heavily, where I was sickened by the fact that I had ever said certain things, or allowed certain things to happen. No one wants to be especially when they're going through pain and trauma based on this shit. No one wants to relive the moments where they were completely under the spell of an abuser. You are absolutely disgusting, Jeff. All right, what was this point?
Be shown now is what happens after when she alleged She stated first that she already was sexual with him. Then she alleges that she was raped, even though apparently he must have done it and then got her all dressed back up again, including in her boots. She obviously just didn't party really fucking hard. No, she definitely had some sort of assault happen.
I've already explained this.
And she admittedly had more sexual encounters with her. Then this happens.
So wait, okay. Oh, so he just shows. So yeah, he shows more DMs of her talking about, oh, I love you, and at one point, she says something like, and Taylor, by the way, you're in the chat. Please correct me. It's very hard to see the DMs that are shown, so I can't tell if it's. I can't even read them honestly. Like even if I showed them. Wait here. Let me just hang on, because I'm pretty sure even if I showed them, they wouldn't fucking come up. Yeah, you can't even make them out. You literally can't even make them out. But shit about her just being like, oh, I miss you. And apparently there's something where she was like, oh, if fucking while high was that good, then we should fuck on LSD. Which again, doesn't prove anything. In fact, I could, if she did say that, I could see an abuse victim absolutely being like, you kind of violated me while I was on this drug, and then being like, well, no, it was good, it's fine, I wanted it. In fact, yeah, let's do more. Yeah, like it's fine. This isn't fucked up. This isn't fucked up. Let's do LSD next. It'll be fine. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened necessarily, but like, there's a lot of complicated, fucked up mental stuff with this. Okay. And I just hate the fact that he's playing ignorant here, as if he doesn't know this. So what is this? Okay. What is this one?
Which I do have a copy of. I then also have fascinating. I feel like I really need to point this out. On her original itinerary, which I do have a copy of, I then also have this itinerary as well. So here we go, right? Oh, that's me upside down. Hey.
Okay,
right
so
there.
this I am going to show, because all this does is back up Taylor's story. All this does is actually I'm glad I don't have to ask Taylor now for these for this itinerary to confirm that yes, she did have these flights, because again, nothing that is being shown right now contradicts a thing that Taylor said. She said that she postponed her trip a day. She absolutely said that. It was in the fucking it was in her interview. Did you Jeff, you're defending your buddy Ben over here so vigorously. Did you watch my interview? Did you watch it? Did you listen to a goddamn word that was said? Because Taylor fucking said this. Holy fuck. Yes, she stayed an extra day. She stayed an extra day, and then Ben paid for her flight, but then she paid it all back when she gave a bunch of donations during a show. She literally talked about this. Like, holy fuck. So did Ben keep all these messages and videos because he knew this was going to happen in the future? Yes. Yes. That's exactly what he did. And Taylor doesn't have access to these messages anymore because Ben deleted them. So Taylor can't come now and show the messages from in between. She can't show, some of his like manipulative behavior, some of his really weird, emotional abuse. She can't show that because Ben went out of his way to delete the records. But of course, first, he saved the fucking records. He saved screenshots of all of this. He absolutely has been saving this because he's paranoid and he's known that this could fucking come back to bite him one day. Why does he have all of this? Why does he have all these messages from his ex that he doesn't see anymore? That all the messages are deleted. All the records are deleted. Amina can't get into her history of messages with Ben either. Why is that? Why do a lot of people, Annie fucking, showed me screenshots of their, Discord DMs. He deleted all of them. He screenshots shit and then deletes it and saves it for the future so that he can edit and cherry pick and show things that, you know, only bolster his narrative, but keep anything that contradicts it completely hidden. Very fucking weird. All right. I think there's a little more on this bit.
Original itinerary had her flying out February 2nd. Yet, when we look back on some of these receipts, when she left was actually February 3rd. February 3rd. I guess if the dick is so good, you put your flight off for another goddamn day. But oops, I guess 4 years later, suddenly you decide to go out.
Taylor already explained why she postponed the trip. Go back and watch her fucking interview if you want to know why. Like, again, Jeff, this is very fucking sloppy. This is very fucking sloppy. You care about your friend Ben? You really care about him? You care about defending him from these allegations, but you didn't even listen to all the details of the stream where he was being accused? You're literally, you think you're contradicting stuff. All you're doing is confirming shit that Taylor already fucking said. Like, this is really fucking sad.
Out and lambast this guy.
Jeff really thinks he's a lawyer. Yeah, it kind of does seem that way. Dude, Ben, just a little tip. I'd get a new lawyer if I were you. All right? I don't think Jeff Holiday is is your best choice, all right? Hey, maybe Keemstar. Maybe you could go get someone like Keemstar. I'm sure he'd defend a scumfuck like you. And I know y'all already have connections, so.
Not only that, but the stream that you did where you made these accusations was at the stroke of midnight on his birthday. On his birthday.
So another thing that y'all would know if y'all actually paid attention to that stream was that until halfway through that stream when it actually came up and Taylor mentioned, yeah, Ben's birthday is actually sometime around now. I think it's this month. I didn't even know that Ben's birthday was anywhere near now. I had no clue. Never observed Ben's birthday as a fucking holiday. All right? I've never really paid attention to it. Yeah, what up, Chelsea? I've not had that in my... Oh, yep, Ben's birthday. Better make sure that I stream on Ben's birthday. But you know what else is interesting? And quite funny? This isn't even true. This isn't even true. Guys, I want to take a look at something real quick, okay? Let's see. Oh, let's go over here, okay? Let's type in drunken peasants birthday Ben. All right. All right. So every year, and I do know this, Ben has a stream on his birthday, which, from what I can tell, is May 8th. May 8th. One of these streams is on the 7th. One of these streams is on the 8th. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's May 8th, from what I've been told. We did that stream on May 10th. Not 10th. 6th. 6th. Okay, it was the 6th. All right? And I didn't do it on the stroke of midnight. I did it at 10 p.m. Mountain Time, which is where I live. And 10 p.m. Mountain Time is one of my usual stream times. Thursday, 10 p.m. Mountain Time is one of my usual stream times. If not, sometimes I'll stream a couple hours earlier. But, like, if I'm going to stream, which I usually stream almost every Thursday and Tuesday, at least, and then I do, like, other streams in between here and there, I do them The latest I'll do them is like is 10 or midnight Eastern time. All right. But I'm not on Eastern time. I pay attention to Mountain time. I know, like, I pay attention to Eastern time as well because Annie's on Eastern time. And, you know, I work with other people who are on Eastern time. So I got to at least, you know, but like, I didn't like, oh, let's make sure I'm like doing this right on Ben's birthday, which, by the way, Ben is on the West Coast. So his birthday is even an hour later. So like, what is this? Like, is this just an attempt to make me look like an even more shitty person? Like, oh my God, what a fucking piece of shit. What a piece of shit. You streamed this on his birthday. You can quite clearly see if you watch that stream. I didn't know when his birthday was, and I was like, oh, it's around now? And someone was like, yeah, it's in a couple days. I was like, stay Ben. You know? Which, by the way, I stream on his birthday. I mean, it's not something I would have avoided. It's not something I would have done intentionally either. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Ben's birthday, okay? But after all the fucking shit that he's put so many people through, like, I definitely don't feel bad. I don't feel bad that it happened around his birthday, and clearly it triggered him. Otherwise, his, you know, his avid defender here, Jeff, wouldn't be bitching about it. Just really fucking weird. Okay, let's continue. Let's go. Oh fuck. Let's go a little bit further in.
Why in the world?
I wonder.
Would 4 years later, all of a sudden, this start coming out? This is strange. Could it be? Could it be that only until recently now, Ben has still been having to pay the other DFF people off to pay off their half of the goddamn show? And that now that they're all paid off, Taylor comes out and says that it's weird.
All of a sudden, yeah, except no, that's not the case. Like, again, guys, this is so wrong on so many levels. Holy fuck. Okay. First of all, I had no idea even that Ben was still paying the other guys off and that ended recently. I knew something about some kind of legal agreement that was ending recent. I didn't know what was going on. But believe it or not, guys, TJ doesn't tell me this stuff, all right? Like, I don't have, like, a long DM sessions with TJ where he tells me all the deep, intimate details of his personal and professional life, all right? I don't know what the fuck is going on behind the scenes. But I love how they characterize this as being all of a sudden, guys. All of a sudden, they're coming out with this. Except, yeah, no. Except the reason, and it's been made very fucking clear throughout all of our streams, the reason that this is happening now is because Alicia came forward. Alicia came forward and released a bunch of information on her Twitter talking about Ben and the way he mistreated her. And the more I started talking about this, the more other victims came forward, and we're really glad to see that someone was finally talking about this and said, yeah, I want to tell my story too. Guys, if the stream is having issues, there is a DLive link in the description. You guys can watch over on DLive. All right. Yeah, guys, if there's issues, like I can't really do anything. Just go to DLive and watch it there. Anyway. All right. Let's continue. Actually, here, let me close some shit just in case that's contributing to whatever issues are happening. Gotta love YouTube, yo. Gotta love it. All right. Let's see. Here, we're going to skip ahead again. We're going to go to... Okay. It's breaking up on DLive too? Damn, that's really weird. Yeah, I don't know. Look, if this has issues, like, I'm just going to keep going, and the VOD of this will be up later, and people can watch it then. But yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Gonna keep chugging along because I want to get this over with. Yeah, lower the quality. It helps. Lower the quality of the stream. The entire internet is broken today. Yeah, it kind of is. All right, let's continue. So here is the point where Missy Ann makes it all about herself again, because as I said, Missy Ann adds nothing to this conversation except yeah, yep, absolutely, and then every once in a while she'll say some shit to make this shit about herself. She'll go into like a, and well, yeah, let's take a listen.
Even though it's been proven that the people that are accusing Ben have been going around for the past year telling people that I'm a murderer with no evidence. So
the people that are... See, this is the problem. This is why I don't take Missy Ann seriously in the slightest. The people who have been accusing Ben have been going around accusing you of being a murderer. What is this nebulous people that have been accusing Ben? What does that mean? What does that mean? That makes... Are you talking about Alicia? Are you talking about someone that Alicia was friends with? Are you talking about someone that was in my chat once? You're talking about people that I'm not associated with and that Alicia has already shown proof as well that she's not associated with. That she talked to them a little bit in the past, or she talked to Tragic a little bit in the past, and then stopped being stopped paying attention to yeah. Stop being friends. She didn't feel comfortable talking. She felt weird about it. I felt weird about them. All right. I felt weird that this Tragic and Dark Ninja and whoever the fuck else were talking about my stream and talking about how, oh, Shabisky's a groomer, into those claims. And see, here's the thing that I love. And Missy Ann is being really dishonest and really hurting her case and hurting all of their case by doing this shit. And she should shut the fuck up, keep her mouth shut, and do what she's clearly there to do. Stick to doing what you're there to do, and being eye candy, and something for Pimp to hit on and act creepy towards throughout his. Adding your fucking you doesn't help me, doesn't help Ben. Look like a bunch of liars. Makes you look like a pathological liar. It does. You accused me at some point in this stream of calling you a pathological liar. I never did, but I'm starting to feel like you kind of maybe are. I am not associated with the people who were doxing you, for the people who were attacking your child. I do not associate with those people, and I never did. I may have had one or two conversations with Tragic. That's it. That's it. Not even conversations. Talk to them literally in over a month. Like, this, Missy, this is ridiculous. No one's attacking you. Like, I have not said a goddamn thing about you. I went to you, Missy. I went to you. I heard Tragic's, well, specifically about DMs and asking you. I asked you, is there any weight to this? You said no. I haven't brought it up once. That's been the end of my interaction with those people. My DM with you, Missy, has been the end of my interactions with those people. And you still, dishonestly, like a lying fucking cunt, continue to fucking bring this up and act in bad faith, act as if I'm running around spreading rumors that I know nothing about, that I disavow, that I have nothing to do with. I already explained why I don't believe in guilt by association. You're doing like the worst kind of guilt by association. You're doing guilt by association by association. Because Tragic, by the way, is not even the person who doxed you. I don't like Tragic. I don't think he's a very trustworthy dude. I don't think he's a piece of shit necessarily either. I think he's an idiot, all right? He's not my favorite person, but I don't know the dude. What I have heard, and it seems credible, is that he's not the one that doxed you or did that shit. It was someone who they kicked out of their community. Now, they've been harassing you for a bit since. They think you're a shitty person. I don't know. The way you're behaving, I'm inclined to maybe agree with them. You seem like a shitty fucking person. All right? And, but that doesn't... That also doesn't justify that kind of behavior. So honestly, Missy, like all you're doing here is trying to take your drama and drag it into this. It has nothing. One has nothing to do with the other. You're dragging your drama out where it doesn't belong. All right. If people are harassing you, hurting you, attacking you, whatever. You want to come to me? You want to deal with that? Something tells me you don't want to come on my channel, but like I sympathize with that if that's what's happening. You want to tell me your story? Feel free. But stop acting like it has anything to do with this Ben shit. Stop it. These same people who are saying things about Ben also said things about me. Except we didn't. I didn't. Alicia didn't. Annie didn't. Taylor didn't. Amina didn't. You're lying. You are a liar, Missy. Like, that's all I can fucking say. You're a liar. You know you're a liar. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're that dumb. I don't know. Clearly, Pimp doesn't keep you around for your fucking brains. And by the way, yeah, she is the exact definition of a fucking pick-me. It's fucking gross. All right. I think there's a little more here.
It seems to me kind of like there's a pattern coming out of your camp that y'all like to tell lies with no evidence and just see what the fuck sticks to the wall.
That is...
What camp? What camp are you talking about? Like, what camp? There's a pattern coming out of your... What camp? I don't have a camp. I have a channel. I have a tiny-ass little platform that I decided to use to amplify the voices of victims because I heard a victim telling her story and being shit on by, again, people like you, Missy. I am not fucking... I'm not in a camp with these people that you don't like. This is the most fucked up thing. Like, I don't know these people that she's talking about. I don't know them. I don't know them. I don't know the situation at all. I know nothing about it. I know literally nothing about it. All I know, I watched one or two streams from Tragic. I looked at some of that shit. I looked at some of the allegations they were making about Pimp and Chibisky. It seemed to be bullshit. They were making some allegations about Missy as well. Seemed to be bullshit. That's the thing. I did not propagate this shit. I ignored it. I let it go. I don't like these people, guys. You see these three people right here? I think they're dipshits. I think at the very least, they're dumb fucking people. But you know what? When I heard allegations about them that didn't seem to make a lot of sense or didn't seem to have a lot of weight behind them, I didn't push them. I let them go. I said, you know what? If any evidence of this comes up later, we'll see. But for right now, I don't have any reason to believe this stuff. So, like, you guys, like, I've said this since the beginning. These three are absolutely making this shit about themselves because they've got their own little drama with other people, and they think if they can connect it, if they can connect the dots between their drama with those people and this shit between me and the victims and Ben, that if they can connect those dots and make it like, no, this is our camp, us and Ben, and that's the camp over there, all the trolls and haters. I'm sorry, dumb fuck. It's not that black and white. I wish it was. Honestly, if I could just be like, hey, all you people are irredeemable scum fucks. I don't have to fucking take any of you seriously ever again. I would do that. It would be easy. It would be a lot easier. And again, I might have fucking had a little bit of that attitude in my first stream. I was just like, fuck all those people that are defending Ben. But I still had very specific criticisms of the people I did call out. I said that I suspected Billy of knowing what Ben was up to. Then I later retracted it because I said, you know what? I don't know. I said, Pimp, I know that Pimp knows of some of Ben's manipulative behavior. And I think the only reason he's doing this and you know, refusing to believe evidence, refusing to believe victim stories is because he's doing it out of his own self-serving fucking bullshit. It's his own self-interest. He doesn't want to piss off Ben. Because he knows that being on good terms with Ben benefits him too much. Same reason he fucking backstabbed Annie. After they spent a shit ton of time helping him build up his fucking show, his Discord. Helping him fucking, you know, work on shit and improve shit. Being his fucking impromptu co-host constantly. Just on, oh, Ben speaks. Ben says that this person's not allowed to be affiliated anymore. Okay, you're gone. I made it very specific why I was calling out Pimp Monk. And I never mentioned Missy or Shabisky once, okay? I didn't talk about those people. The people that watched my stream talked about those people. And now you people want to act like there's two camps, two groups. Learn to use your goddamn brains. Again, I know it's hard, Missy. I know you probably don't have a lot of them. But god fucking damn. Someone please just pull up her shirt a little. The girls are trying to escape. No, that she does that on purpose. That's exactly what, like, in fact, I've been on in calls where like the show's about to start and like even before the show starts, Pimp's like, oh yeah, Missy, show me that ass for a minute. Oh, bend over again. And she'll like get up off out of her chair and like, oh, I'm just picking something up over here. I just have to like, and they brag about the fact that, oh yeah, that is why she's there. Like it. Yeah, she's eye candy. That's the whole thing. All right. Look at her, little fucking Ryby 2.0 over here. Holy fuck. Whew. Okay, let's continue this travesty. Holy fuck, I'm not even nearly as far in as I wanted to be by now. Okay.
Basically, that is basically how this whole shit has been going down. But like, and I'm trying to wrap my head around how they thought that this was just going to basically fly. And I can only think of one thing, and this is really what it comes down to for me, and this is what pisses me the most off. And then I'll have to get to Amina, because Amina's a fucking psychopath as well. This is what it really gets down to for me, is they had to rely, and they were right, they had to rely on the fact that the NDA that is signed by all the former parties that were involved in DP together meant that Ben could not necessarily address these accusations.
What? That is bullshit. No. Seriously? I honestly didn't know that there was that the NDA extended that. I don't even believe it does. That he can talk about these allegations. That has nothing to do with the stuff about the show that they're not allowed to talk about. They're not allowed to talk about each other. They're not allowed to talk about the show. Ben could easily, come out and address these allegations. If he doesn't want to address the ones about Taylor, he can address the ones about Alicia and Amina. But he hasn't addressed any of it. So get the fuck out of here. I believe Ben's not responding because he's a fucking Because he's scared. It's not because I'm being restricted by an NDA. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like that is so full of shit.
Taylor didn't sign an NDA, but you know what? Neither did I. Neither did I. Or did you? Or anybody. So fuck it, man. Fuck.
You don't know anything, Missy Ann. Shut up. No one cares whether you sign anything. You're not a part of this. You have nothing to do with anything. I know you want to, like, shove your little drama in there, and then you can feel vindicated for hating us. But you're not part of it. God, guys, it's so hard. It's so hard. She is so infuriating. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Whew. Okay. Let's go a little further. Here we go.
And the thing that's so weird too is I should have known that this was gonna be a fucking shit show when it was obvious it was Jamie fucking Dark who was gonna be doing these streams.
That's the motherfucking piece of shit right there.
If it's such a huge allegation, right, and it's, oh, Ben did this to me, and it's so important that I get this message out. Why are you doing it on a shit fucking channel with, you know, less than however many subscribers?
A shit fucking channel. Look, guys. Like, it's a real easy attack, but, like, I mean, I could say the same thing to y'all. Like, what? Okay, whatever. The reason it was addressed on my channel and not as, the reason it was addressed on my channel and not a better channel, again, is because I was the only one who would fucking talk about it. I was hoping after Alicia's allegations came out that Pimp Monk, that the Geek Room, that any other fucking show within these fucking like little circles, anyone, Burnt Toast even, she loves drama. I was hoping anyone would pay attention to this and talk about it. No one did. No one did. And so I knew that since I have a tiny platform, but I am a little bit known in DP, DFF circles, I hoped that just maybe, if I talk about this on my channel, that I can push it a little further than it would have gone otherwise. You know? I expected to be the first person to talk about this. I didn't expect to be the only person talking about it for long. I don't want this to be coming out on my channel. But again, no one else wants to address it. So I kind of fucking have to. And again, I'm not calling out any of the shows or any of the channels that I said didn't talk about it. Look, not everyone knew the situation, all right? Geek Room, Burnt Toast, whatever, they didn't know the situation. But, which is why I felt like, okay, I have to talk about this. Because at least if I talk about this, maybe some other channels, some other people that, you know, are in these circles that pay attention to me, maybe they'll see this shit. And they'll, you know, talk about it too. But I also wasn't going to go around to every fucking channel that I'm friendly with, every other content creator, and be like, hey, look at my drama video. Hey, look at my drama video. Especially when I'm already being accused of fucking clout chasing. I mean, not that I really fucking give a fuck, but like, you know, I also don't want to like force other people into drama. I don't want to drag other people. It's the same reason. I'm not having guests on my channel right now. I told you guys I was going to do that here soon. Which, by the way, that's how I was planning on growing my channel. Not by talking about this shit. I was getting ready to have guests on. But you know what? Unlike these people, I don't bring guests on when I'm talking about serious fucking drama that I know that the guests probably wouldn't want to be dragged into. My goal is not to blindside people and rope them into drama that they're not involved with. I want people to talk about this because they see it, they realize it's fucked up, and that it needs to be talked about. Anyway.
Subscribers to 50 viewers at midnight on a fucking Thursday.
Right.
Like, if it's that big of a story and it's that important for you to get it out there, why aren't you doing it?
I love how they keep calling out the midnight thing. Again, I go live at 10, all right? I live in Mountain Time, all right? Like, people watch me at midnight, okay? A lot of fucking night owls watch me. Like, what's your point?
On the channel where you have hundreds of thousands of subs.
Well, we know why Jamie's doing it. Jamie's doing it for clout.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Jamie's doing it because he's got a hate, or she's got a hate boner for fucking Ben.
You know, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not saying it's a big thing or anything, but that's the second time now that Missy Ann has had to correct herself when referring to me. Kind of weird for the mother of a trans child to have to remind herself to not misgender a trans person. I don't know. Yeah, we'll get more into that later. She gets mad because I call her a transphobe. I'm trying to do these in order, so.
And that she's had for years.
And oh my God.
You are capitalizing on the
A
fact
vendetta
that now...
against Ben. By the way, even if I know a lot of y'all have seen the stream of Pull the Trigger where I had Paul and TJ on, and Taylor. Y'all can go watch that. We also had a dude on called Kawaii Cost, who had some drama with fucking DFF back at the time. And whoa, I had no clue she had a trans. Yeah, guys, did you know she has a trans? Yeah, I wouldn't have known, you know, except for the fact that she talks about it every 5 fucking seconds. Sorry. But yeah, during that stream, we had someone named Kawaii Cost on, who wanted to deal with some drama with Paul. Because he had been, pirating and leaking all of their patron shit back then. He had a server. He got kicked out. He got banned. There was a whole thing. But I was willing to let him on and let him talk for a little bit. You know what the point is? I kicked him off the show. I kicked him off the show at the very moment when he started saying Ben cheats on his wife and started doing memes about Ben did this or that or whatever. And I was also watching another stream that I was watching another stream where from back then where I kicked off one of my old co-hosts because she was talking about some shit that she heard of Ben doing, and I at the time I viewed it as unfounded rumor because I had heard nothing deeper about it. I had seen no evidence to it. And so I didn't want to propagate it. I didn't want to propagate it on my show. I kicked off 2 people that I know of for talking about that kind of stuff about Ben. Because, no, I have not had a vendetta against Ben. I've had criticisms against Ben. There's a difference. I can criticize a show that I enjoy. I'm very critical of Paul. I'm still... I would say I'm still friends with Paul. I hope I'm still friends with Paul, at least, okay? We've gotten very heated with each other, but I still think he's a good dude. I have no issues with him. I'm very critical of TJ. I've done entire fucking streams going after TJ's positions that I disagree with. All I've ever done with Ben is the exact same fucking thing. I've disagreed with Ben. I've been critical of his positions, of some of the shit that he's said and done, and I've been critical of his show. And Ben is the one that, to my knowledge, has had a vendetta against me this entire time. Ben has been the one who's been seething about me for years. I've gone back and forth. Well, Ben was fucking, sending my streams to people and being like, ugh, what is this? People talking about me, and telling other people they're not allowed to stream with me and shit. I was still a patron of his. I was a patron of his until Annie finally, I think it was shortly after Annie left. I don't know. Oh, speaking of Annie, we're about to get into something else here. Let's
Ben doesn't have Alicia to sit there and stand up for him and go into battle against him.
We're taking advantage of the fact that Ben doesn't have Alicia to stand up for. Oh my god. See, this is like Missy is just the dumbest. She has nothing to add. Like nothing. There's holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Don't forget that Taylor was the one going around calling Alicia a whore, but now all of a sudden these two are buddy fucking buddy because bad Ben, right?
I won't say.
How are they buddy? Maybe you know what I find funny. Why were they calling each other whores? I wonder. Maybe it was because Ben was fucking two-timing them and turning them against each other. And now that they realize what kind of fucking person Ben is, they realize that their petty dislike for each other was stupid. And it was based on a guy who was a fucking piece of shit in the first place. What are you talking about, Missy? You don't understand this? You've never you've never seen two women who hate each other because of a guy before, and then the guy fucking you know, turns out to be a piece of shit, and they both realize, oh, why were we fighting again? And they're not even buddy-buddy. They're just not shitting on each other anymore. I don't think they're BFFs or anything now. Like, what the fuck?
Like, cause I'm not one, and I know Jeff would never victim blame or anything like that.
Fuck no.
That is something we're not trying to do.
Jeff would never victim blame, except that's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what this entire fucking stream is. Victim blaming. And what? They stayed with him afterwards. Fucking dishonest fucking piece of shit. Not only is Jeff victim blaming, Jeff is a rape apologist as far as I'm concerned.
Here, like I say, if you got proof,
Whatever. Here, I'm gonna
show it. Boom, we'll fucking tear Ben apart.
Yeah. Yeah, if I have proof, show it. It'll tear Ben apart. I bet you will. I
guarantee you. I promise you. If you show me proof that Ben raped.
Wait. That he raped. Okay. See, what proof again then, Ben? So you say, oh, show me proof and you'll believe it? The proof's on my channel. There's 2 fucking witness testimonies, and there's more that I've talked to, some of which I really hope you guys haven't scared away from coming on soon, because there's more that want to come on and tell their stories, all right? And Alicia has sent you fucking DMs. Alicia has told you her fucking story. What evidence do you need to see? Oh, evidence that he raped someone. What evidence do you expect to see, pimp? You didn't even watch the fucking streams, pimp. What evidence? What evidence do you want to see? It's on my channel. Go watch it. This does prove he hasn't watched anything. No, he brags about it. Pimp has bragged that he does. I ain't watching Jamie's stream. No, I ain't gonna watch that shit. I don't watch that drama shit. I'm gonna ignore it. If you ignore the drama, it goes away. Yeah. Except this isn't going away, pimp. You want to continue to play dumb? You want to continue to act like you just don't know what's good? What? Yeah, I'm just being reasonable. I'll listen to both sides. Alicia has tried to go to you with her story, and you've ignored her. And you've shit on her. And your friends have shit on her. Your channel has become a platform for shitting on her. And invalidating her story. Go fuck yourself, pimp. Here's Jeff's opinion on Taylor and why she's doing this. Let's listen.
No one's ever said he's a fucking angel.
Right, yeah. Bit of a man whore. If you ask bit of a man whore. But dude, fucking all the OGDP people were man whores. And I mean all of them.
I'm gonna be honest with you, my fat ass.
I honestly don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who is. You're just a man whore. He's not a man whore. There's a difference between being a man whore and being a predatory, abusive asshole that date rapes women, that gets them drunk and high out of their mind, that gets them blackout multiple times so you can fuck them. That's not just being a man whore.
It's got a little bit of internet fame. I became a man whore. I fuck pussy all over America because that's Pimp Mode. He got a little bit of attention, and the girls, yeah.
I mean, it's just like fucking. I've even had like the OGDP. Like the first time I did a meetup and met the guys, like they.
Yeah, I don't care.
You got to be around. In my opinion, this is basically what happened with Taylor. This is my opinion. Her and Ben just didn't fucking work out, and I don't know why. And maybe Ben kind of let her on. I don't know. Maybe he was a jerk. I don't know. And if he was, well, bad Ben. But also not fucking illegal. Nope. But this shit that's going on now, it's out of fucking hand, and it's disgusting, and it's fucked up.
But it's clear it wasn't just that it didn't work. Listen to Taylor's story. And again, like, even if, by the way, I want to make this clear because people keep saying, oh, this isn't illegal or that's not illegal. I don't care. Even if it turns out that what Pimp didn't do is what Ben did is technically not illegal, that doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it okay. A lot of what Onision did was technically not illegal. Doesn't make it okay. Doesn't make it not scummy. But, by the way, yeah, getting someone blackout out of their fucking mind, pressuring them to drink and do drugs the first time you meet so you can fuck them while they're fucking blacking out. Yeah. Yeah, that is illegal. That is. Yeah. That fits the definition of rape. Yeah. Come on, guys. In Ben's defense, we've all passed out after sniffing a glass of wine. Yeah. A glass and two, maybe 3 glasses of wine and a little bit of weed is gonna make you black the fuck out. The fuck out of here.
And shame fucking on you. Jesus fucking Christ.
And there is another, I don't know if you're going to mention that person. I don't like saying names, but there's another person that was behind the scenes with DP and Ben for a long time, got fired and got really pissed off. And this person.
Oh, yeah.
So this person that they're referring to, this is hilarious. I love it. Again, all their facts are wrong. So Annie, who is formerly known as Animancer, Anna Haven, all right, my co-host on Underhaven, was not fired by Ben. Annie worked for Ben for a long ass time and was considering leaving for weeks and a couple months even. Me and Annie would talk about it and they're like, ugh, I can't stand it. I hate it. I hate the way that it's like, I don't want to leave though. I don't know that it's going to be a good idea. I don't know. And they were going back and forth on it until finally, again, Ben gave Annie the ultimatum of, you know, it's either me or it's Jamie. Ben basically told Annie, you're not allowed to stream with Jae Darké at the time. Not allowed to stream with me because Ben didn't like me. Ben didn't like that I was critical of him. That is when Annie quit. Annie left and said, I'm not doing this anymore. They always want to skip over that part and lie about it and act like Annie was fired. Annie left of their own goddamn accord because they were sick and tired of being mistreated by Ben. So yeah, here, let's see what else they say.
Been trying to destroy and take down and do anything that they can to make sure that, you know, DP goes under. They don't want to see DP having...
Annie didn't want DP to go under either. In fact, Annie didn't even want to address a lot of this. Annie kind of just wanted to move on and live their life and not have to relive the fucking shit that Ben put them through when they were a part of DP. But the worse this shit gets, the more victims that come forward, the harder it gets for us to ignore this. Again, this is why me and Annie haven't been doing these streams together. Originally, we thought about maybe interviewing the victims together, but Annie doesn't want to be reliving this every day, and I don't blame them, because Ben put Annie through a shitty fucking time as well. Again, definitely not as bad as others, but... No, Alicia just DM'd me to let me know that, yeah, she's already showed Missy proof multiple times that she's full of shit. She didn't propagate rumors about Missy killing someone. She's already showed proof that she even told Tragic the exact opposite. But, yeah, Missy wants to keep propagating this shit because she is a liar. Absolutely.
Any success. They especially don't want to see Ben having any success. And it happens to be a person extremely close to Jae Darké. I think we all know who the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing that's really frustrating about it too is I tried to be cool with Jamie Dark on behest of that person too. But I'm sorry, Jamie Dark is an insufferable fucking cunt. That's just the truth of the matter.
What's so insufferable about me, dude? You don't know me. I can promise you've never like actually sat and watched one of my streams. Even if you say that you've watched my entire fucking stream with Taylor, which I don't believe you did. What does that tell you about me? Other than oh I'm attacking your friend. Oh, I'm such an insufferable fucking piece of shit. Like, get out of here. What are these weak ass attacks? You have nothing to come at me on, dude. Like, literally nothing. Oh, wait, they're about to... Wait, are they about to get into it? Let me see.
I mean, for fuck's sake, Jamie at one point saw a picture of me in my car holding a sealed can of White Claw. And I captioned it, "Ain't no laws when you're doing claws." And Jamie said I was supporting drunk driving.
So, no. First of all, it wasn't... See, I love... Dude, they do this... Oh, my God. They always accuse me of guilt by association, of doing guilt by... But I never do it, and they always do. Chess was the one who commented on his fucking stupid-ass picture and said, "That's kind of dumb. I don't know why you would take that." No one said you're supporting drunk driving. It was like, no, it just kind of makes it look like that. This isn't a smart thing to post. That's what Chess said, and then I reiterated. I commented later after he fucking lost his shit on it. Yeah, sitting in the front seat of a car with a thing of alcohol in your hand and saying ain't no law when you're drinking the claw. What do you think that sounds like it means? Maybe Jeff is too fucking dumb to understand like what most people would glean from that. Me say, "Hey, look at me, guys. I'm sitting in the front seat of my fucking car with a can of alcohol talking about how I don't care about the law." What do you think that sounds like? And aside from all of that, it was cringe. It was a cringy fucking picture. I don't know if you were memeing. I don't know if it was some Zoomer meme. Some fucking normie ass. I don't know what you were doing. But Chess laughed at it because she thought it was dumb. No one called you a drunk driver. No one said you support drunk driving. We just thought it was a fucking dumb photo to take. All right? All right. Let's listen to some more.
You out of your fucking mind? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I'll talk to you about Jamie.
Are you out of your mind? That was a dumb picture to take. All right, fuck off.
Jamie, a piece of shit.
Jamie is a piece of shit.
And you've been triggered by it ever since. I'm a piece of shit. Again, where's the evidence of me being a piece of shit? Where's the what have I done that makes me a piece of shit? Like, aside from believe some fucking abuse victims that are accusing a friend of yours. I guess I can kind of understand that, yeah, they view me as a piece of shit because I'm attacking their friend. But, like, what do you have on me outside of that? What have I done outside of that? Even if you want to say I'm wrong about Ben. What have I done to show you that I'm a piece of shit?
Chasing ass, no talent, insufferable and obnoxious ass motherfucker.
By the way, that's not what you said when you came on my show and you said, "Oh, you're gonna be big someday, Jamie," or Jay at the time, which he actually says that to everyone whose show he goes on. But yeah, now I'm some no talent fucking piece of shit.
Call me dishonest, and you walk around the internet with a fake UK accent for how many fucking years when you never lived in the fucking UK? But I'm dishonest, right?
Why in the fuck?
Okay, mate.
I even had just because I knew I was gonna bring it up, I had to go and download like a bunch of videos of Jamie Dark talking in the fake English fucking accent.
Wait, why'd you have to download those? Hey Jeff, again, I know you don't pay attention to my channel or my content or know anything about me, but again, This is something that I have talked about at length on my channel. I've gone in depth into why I used to speak with that accent. I even have gone so far that I now joke about it and I laugh about it. On a lot of my Patreon streams, I show my old videos from back when I had the accent and I laugh about it and I say, oh my fucking God, I can't believe it. I was that fucking cringy. Even though, like, I'm not going to apologize for using the accent, all right? Again, I've explained why I did it, all right? Again, if anyone doesn't understand this, I grew up with a lot of fucking trauma. And I had a lot of trouble coming to terms with my identity. And I was talking about this a little bit last night. Another thing that I didn't mention that adds on to it, I had an abusive father, which I've talked about before. And I hated my voice I hated my identity. I hated looking at myself in the mirror. I hated everything about myself. I wanted to fucking kill myself. I was extremely suicidal and had a lot of self-loathing. And one of the things that I hated about myself was that I sounded like my father. I hated that I had my father's voice. And I also knew that I hated my identity and I wanted to be anything else. So yeah, I built up a false persona around myself. Yeah, I put on an accent and I started, altering my personality as a defense mechanism. Because I was scared. I was scared to admit who I was about myself. I was scared to just be myself. I needed a defense. I needed an armor around me. And you can say that's dumb and it's really stupid and whatever. You can say it's dishonest, but I made that decision when I was a teenager. I made the decision. I can't remember when I started speaking that way widely, but I pretty much made the decision when I was like 16 or 17. And I just started talking with the accent. And I just, what was I going to do? Like, most of my friends, most people that knew me as having the accent. And when people would always ask where it came from, I would always defend it in one way or another. Or I didn't like talking about it for the most part, but I'd be like, this is just how I talk. And it was how I talked. I spent a lot of time watching nothing but like British shit. And I don't know, I liked the accent and it came naturally to me. And I was very heavily influenced by a lot of British entertainers, a lot of British comedians, and, British YouTubers even. Like, I was, I felt a connection to them, to that culture that I didn't have. I didn't have that culture. That's the thing. I wasn't a part of that culture. But like, I felt, I wanted to be, and I wanted to be anything but my fucking self. So I held on to that identity that I had built for myself. Acting like that proves I'm some kind of piece of shit or that I'm dishonest, especially when I've been very dishonest. I've been very honest about it since. I've been talking about it. I mean, I'll be honest, since I first came out, I've given you guys little bits and pieces of the accent story because I didn't want to do, it's not a comfortable thing for me to talk about. All right. It's just not. Because there's layers to it, and it's again related to my internalized transphobia. It's related to my abusive upbringing, and at the end of the day, it was a cringy decision I made when I was a child, when I was a teenager. Holy fuck! This has turned into a shitty bitch fest about Jamie. Yeah. Well, because they have to discredit me. They have to make me look like a worthless, clout-chasing, dishonest piece of shit, because that's the only way to ensure that most people who are already on these people's sides, most people who already like Ben and these other people, just completely discount my stream, don't even go take a look at it. That's the goal here. They don't want people to even come take a look. They want them, cringy ass Jae Darké. Why would I go watch her? Like, it's absolutely, yeah. Like, it's completely unfounded and bullshit and really weak. Really weak. Weak ass attacks, yo.
Just in case she decides to like scrub it off the fucking internet, because holy fuck, it is the most goddamn funny shit on the planet. Holy.
Is it? Yeah, I've laughed about it on my channel too. I don't think it's that funny, but I think it's a little like, yeah, you know. There's even a video that's on my channel that's clipped from a patron show where I start off by taking a drink for the cringy accent in the old video I'm watching. And you know, like, yeah, I've joked about it. But also, Jeff, see, I don't scrub things off the internet. I've been really honest about my accent. I haven't hidden it. Haven't deleted old content from before I transitioned and started talking like this. I haven't deleted anything. I'm not Ben. Honestly, yeah. I don't need to go scrub my past. I'm not that afraid of it. I mean, there's certain things that are down that are private now on my channel because there's shit that I don't stand by and that would also get me in trouble with YouTube, so I take it down. But and because there's content on my channel that has other people that you know, don't want to be associated with me anymore. So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna like have videos and shit of ex co-hosts that I'm not on good terms with, you know. There's just no point. But like, I'm not hiding anything. I'm very honest about my past. Ask me anything. You want to know something about me, Jeff? Come and ask me. I'll tell you. All right? I don't need to hide shit. All right. You know what? I'm not even going to show this part. They start showing Amina's DMs. It's the same story as Taylor. Like, oh, look at her flirting with Ben. Look at her talking to Ben still. Although here's something weird. Oh, see, you can't even make out these fucking screenshots. Wait, where is it? 33. All right, yeah. So he points out this screenshot where she goes, I won't retaliate or anything against you, so don't worry. All right, listen to their take on this.
And here's that one. This is juicy. I won't retaliate or anything against you, so don't worry. Don't worry. How the fuck did that turn out?
Well, maybe she realized that was a dumb promise to make because she actually was mistreated. She actually was mistreated, and, you know, yeah.
Why are we here? Why are we here? What
Why do you even need to say the fucking thing, I won't retaliate against you? Like, who thinks about retaliating against, like, just the fact that you had to say that sentence.
Yeah, no, Missy, that's actually a good point. Oh, I love it, guys. I love it. Every time Missy speaks, she makes my arguments for me. Yeah, why would she have to say that? Why, by the way, is that? Look, it's clear he like searched for it to find it and screenshot just that. He didn't show the context of the broader conversation. He didn't show what the fuck they were talking about. He just showed that. Why would she have to say that? How fucked was their relationship that she had to go like, yeah, it's fine, I won't retaliate against you? How much did he have to have been harassing her? Like, oh, don't do this or don't say that. She already, both the victims have described how when they tried to break up, how he was like harassing them and you know, messaging them every 5 fucking seconds and like begging them to get into voice calls so he can fucking whine at them for hours. Really weird, fucked up behavior. Yeah, I wonder why she would have to say that. Wonder why. You fucking people. You think you have a smoking gun and literally all you're doing is shooting yourselves in the fucking foot. I can't believe Ben let Jeff do this fucking stream. Holy shit. What an idiot. This only makes, like, everything that they think is, like, you know, making Ben look better just makes him look worse. This is really funny. It really is, guys. Here, let's see. 30. Okay, there we go. Let's go over here.
This is just complimentary stuff. It'll all be in the archive. But this is something that I think is kind of important to point out too. There's a couple of things that are really important. 3 points. Amina claimed that it was very creepy that Ben was so much older than her. Yet a very quick browse of her Twitter, she has had, I think, at least 3 boyfriends in the past that are significantly older than Ben.
That proves nothing. She pointed out that she thought it was weird that someone that much older than her was like, approaching her like as a fan, and you know, I think it was kind of weird too. If she's gotten into relationships with other older men, that's none of my business. I'm not a fan of age gaps that large, but you know, maybe it's something she's come to terms with later. That proves nothing. But okay, keep going, Jeff.
Like, significantly. On top of that, and besides, who gives a shit as long as it's fucking legal?
I also don't know that you've proved it or not, but like, okay. Also, who gives a shit as long as it's illegal? No, I think there's some. I think there's shit that fall in legal gray areas.
Who gives a fuck? If you want to think
that are still kind of fucked up. All right, and I still think gross behavior needs to be called out and talked about. Like I said, even if this shit wasn't illegal, I'd still probably be talking about this. I was talking about this before I knew that anything illegal happened, and I wasn't saying anything illegal happened until I realized that it did. But you know, yeah, disgusting, creepy, gross, manipulative, emotionally abusive behavior is still fucked. It's not okay. All right.
it's creepy.
Let's continue. Yeah.
Whatever.
Right, go ahead. But it's still not a fucking illegal thing. It's not, creepy is not illegal. Creepy is not a crime. It doesn't make him a criminal, and it doesn't make him a rapist.
No, it definitely fucking doesn't.
No. Him date raping women makes him a rapist. Him, and again, allegedly, all right, we don't know that he slipped anything in these women's drinks, but kind of sounds like it. Kind of fucking sounds like it. And that is illegal. And again, whether or not this shit is illegal anyway, needs to be talked about. Ben can't keep hiding this shit. Like, if he wants to use the defense that, what? I didn't do anything illegal, guys. I'm not a criminal, guys. I didn't break the law. I mean, fine. You want to make the Onision argument. I mean, the argument that Onision was making for the longest ass time before it realized, oh, he actually was dealing with underage girls. And there actually was some fucked up shit that went on with him and Kai. You know? Holy fuck, guys.
She claimed that Ben got her removed from Reddit. Ben is not in control of Reddit.
No one said that Ben got her removed from Reddit. He got her bullied off of the fucking DP Discord server. If she got removed from Reddit later, that's completely different. But, like, she was treated like garbage. She was attacked and bullied and harassed just for bringing her fucking stories out. And yeah, like, I love it too, because Ben is super quick to show little bits and snippets of DMs. Amina and Taylor have both tried to go back and look at their old chat logs with Ben. They can't. It's gone. He deleted it. He made it so they can't go back and look at it. But he's got all the little fucking cherry-picked DMs saved that he thinks will make him look better. But honestly, it just ends up making him look worse. It ends up corroborating some of the information from the stories. That last one from Amina just, again, made it look like there was some... Well, all it did really was confirm the idea that there was some maybe weird fucked up shit going on with them, or some reason why she might want to retaliate. You know, some reason why Ben might have been worried that she would retaliate. That's all it showed. Yeah. He deleted it on our ends, which you can do on Facebook, so we can't even show the other side. Yeah, it's fucked. And then he deletes a bunch of shit from Twitter too. Yeah. All right.
Ben doesn't. not have Reddit friends that can ban her from the entire. Tell you, he can't control who gets banned. That's not
Yeah,
possible.
no one said he did.
And third, there was another part of the stream that she did with Jamie obnoxious goddamn mouth breather Dark. It was really uncomfortable how sexually explicit Ben was in DMs. Yet, by the things that I have already shown you, well, she apparently was as well.
What? No, yeah. She said she was uncomfortable with how sexually explicit he was at first. At first, when they first met. She might have later, again, a lot of victims try to regain their control by, like, rationalizing it as, no, this is a relationship. I wasn't violated. I didn't have my control stripped of me in that way. No, this is a real relationship. Again, I've already explained this earlier in the stream. People can go back.
Again, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be.
Okay, yeah, let's skip ahead again. What was this? Some little Missy Ann line again.
Y'all have a habit of presenting things with no evidence. You have a habit of hanging out with people who like to lie and present things with no evidence.
Yeah.
I can pick out 5 people in Jamie's chat right now that I know have participated in revenge porn, who have threatened children, who have called Shab a pedo, pimp a rapist, me a murderer, but you want all of us to believe what you got going on.
So you want to call out people that are in my chat? First of all, yeah, what are these 5 people, at least 5 people in my chat? Do you mean 5 people who have ever been in my chat, ever? I can't control who comes in my chat. I can tell you this. If what you're saying is true, I'm not friends with those people. I've already told you I'm not friends with those people. See, there's no point. Alicia has already showed Missy Ann proof that she's not friends with those people and that she didn't propagate that shit, but she still says this shit. Missy is a pathological liar. Like, she's already had this explained to her a million fucking times. Like, how the fuck does she not get this? Holy shit.
Yeah,
so,
that makes me self-centered.
And the stupid shit about me.
Clit.
Yeah, you are self-centered. And no, I ain't sucking your gross-ass clit. All right? Yeah, you are self-centered because you've been explained a million fucking times, bitch. I'm not friends with everyone in my chat. And I'm not friends with everyone who covers one of my videos. And I'm not friends with everybody who also dislikes Ben. All right? I'm doing my thing here. I'm giving the victims a platform. That's it! I'm not in anyone's camp. And I've explained that to you a million fucking times, but you're never going to get it. It's never going to sink into your empty fucking head, so I don't know why I'd bother. Yeah, and they want to talk about, like, oh, I talk about this shit with no proof, except I do have proof. I have witness testimonies. Which, again, is what sunk Weinstein and Cosby. Never forget. Multiple women coming forward with similar stories. At what point, how many women have to come forward before you start believing shit? I've presented interviews, guys. I presented these women's stories to you. You want to not believe them? That's up to you. You want to say the evidence isn't sufficient? You want to say you don't believe the evidence? That's fine. But quit calling it not evidence. It's getting old. All right. Let's see.
Motherfucker in this whole situation is Jamie Dark.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Jamie fucking Dark.
I'm the biggest piece of shit. You know what? I honestly don't mind that they're directing all their hate and vitriol at me. At least it takes a little heat away from the victims. But it's fucked because they're attacking the victims too. So.
Look, I'm gonna reiterate this for the people who came in a little late. It's real fucking simple. There is a group of people who have it out for fucking Ben. There's a group of people.
See, you're already wrong. It's not a group of people who have it out for Ben. What's your proof of that, dude? What's your proof that there's a group of people who just hate Ben so much that they want to destroy him? Where's your proof of that? Okay, continue.
And you can identify them quite easily, quite expediently. And they all have their own dark little path.
And again, I'm not part of any group. I have my own opinions. Oh, I can't stand Missy Ann. I can't stand her, guys. I can't stand looking at her face. Holy shit. She is such a pick-me. This is really gross. I forgot how cringy she was, dude. I forgot. I have not watched The Wood in a long fucking time. Holy fucking shit. It's so painful.
Pass as well. Fancy Badger. That, really don't need to be.
Oh, the Fancy Badger shit. Yeah, we already talked about that. I'm not going into that. They're trying to, again, always trying to deflect, bring up shit that other people did. Yeah, they're not even going into it here, so I'm not going to.
Pointing any fucking fingers. Jamie Dark herself has enough troubling fucking things in her past. You don't need to be pointing any.
Wait, Jeff. What troubling things are in my past? What do you want to tell people about me? I'm all out in the open. You want to talk about me? Want to talk about my past? Let's do it. You've said nothing except Jamie is cringy. Jamie is obnoxious. Jamie sucks. She's a piece of shit. She's a clout chaser. What have you said? What do you know about me, dude? You don't know shit about me.
Any goddamn fingers at things. But then to go on and field 2 different people with no evidence claiming that a very prominent YouTuber
People telling their story, victims telling their stories are evidence.
Is a rapist, especially when I can, with their own fucking words, prove
you can't.
that their stories don't make any fucking sense.
You don't contradict a goddamn thing in their stories. Nope.
What kind of a goddamn idiot are you, Jamie? Are you really that fucking brain dead? Because I didn't counter this.
You see, I'll be honest. I think you're the one that's brain dead here, dude. I think you are affixing yourself to a sinking ship. And I think when all of this shit goes down, when all the dust settles, you're not going to be looking very good, Jeff. So keep being a rape apologist. Keep defending abusers. I don't care. I don't care about your fucking reputation. That's something you should care about. You see, I also don't get, like, if this blows up in my face, whatever. I tried to get the stories out there. I tried to help the victims be heard. If I end up losing my fucking reputation and becoming nothing on this site, okay. I don't have a shit ton to lose anyway. But I'm more interested in doing what I believe is right. I'm more interested in giving victims a platform when no one else will. So, okay. Let's move. Let's go. Let's jump a little more in. All right. There's a lot in this stream. There's a big chunk where where they don't talk about anything, but there's a lot of points that I need to address.
This says, I'm way behind on this and just got here. Where did TJ Paul and Scotty land on the drama? Are they Taylor, Jamie, and Alicia associated with Tragic? If so, I don't think Taylor and him is associated with Tragic. I think Alicia is in a way. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I know that Rafi's hangs out in
No, she isn't. She already showed you proof she's not. She's not friends with him.
Jamie Darké's chat there, and we don't know who Rafi's hangs out with. So
Rotfeast is welcome to come into my chat until he does something that is fucked up, or until someone can prove to me that he's done something fucked up. Well, actually, from what I've seen, I've heard that he's done some unsavory shit. I'm not friends with the dude. We've had him on Underhaven a couple times in the past. Haven't had him on recently. Again, I'm not going to kick the dude out of my chat. I don't kick most fucking pieces of shit that I don't like out of my chat. Unless they're being incredibly fucking dishonest and bad faith. Or attacking victims. But there's people in my chat that I don't agree with or I'm not friends with. Like, stop with this guilt by association shit. You're so dumb.
Well, I mean,
by association, right, Jamie?
I don't know.
No, Missy, not guilt by association, because I said in my very first stream, I'm going to talk in this voice because I don't know if you can understand anything else. So listen real closely, Missy Ann. I told you in the first stream and in the second stream as well, when I addressed you directly, that I'm not doing guilt by association. I don't believe in it. But... oh my God. Yeah, the head tilts. I don't believe in guilt by association, Missy. What I criticized people for was very specific shitty behavior. What I criticized Pimp Monk for was some shitty behavior. And I've already said that I'm not associated with these people and I have not propagated their rumors. Okay? Holy fuck. Whew. Guilt by association. 48, 15.
Then they decided to end the show, and it got all fucking weird and complicated and shit. And I was like, well, fuck, that sucks.
No, tacos tonight. We're not going to threaten anyone in this chat. We're not going to threaten violence towards anyone. And unlike Jamie, I'm not going to allow that shit in the chat. I'm not going to let doxing happen. I'm not going to let people threaten violence to other people like she let happen to Ryby the other night.
And that's
like I let happen to Ryby. Oh my god, one of my viewers made a bad joke. And y'all are gonna fucking, oh my god, I let Ryby get fucking threatened in my chat. Dude, look. Super Inhuman, the dude who was in my chat who said that. First of all, I didn't see it because I don't pay attention to every little thing in the chat, especially when I'm in the middle of an interview or some other shit. But maybe one of my other mods should have like timed him out for it or whatever. But like, I also know the dude, and I know that he was not fucking serious. I'm sorry if anyone thought that he was serious. I don't think it was a smart joke for him to make. He made a joke about Ryby needs to catch these hands or whatever. I don't know. Like, it's not a smart joke. I wouldn't have made it. I would have if I would have told him don't make that kind of joke. I asked him to not make that kind of joke in the future. Because no, I'm not. I don't like when people are threatened or doxxed or whatever. And who got doxxed in my chat either? Even though Ben's real name is out there, anytime anyone posts his name in my chat, I delete it just because I don't want to get accused of doxing him. So, yeah, fuck off. Holy shit.
I think one of the biggest things, I do want to clarify this. I think one of the biggest reasons I have got a lot of big distaste for Jamie is Jeff knows this and I know this. If you're doing a stream of pockets, you're going to present something like that. You're not supposed to do it unless you have proof. Right. Yeah. Because it's
witness testimony is proof. Pimp Monk, come on. This is so weak. You people just make the same points over and over and over, and like y'all just bring up the same shit. I've already refuted it. Yeah, I'm done with this section. Let's move on.
Or you're lying.
Well, here's the problem with that is like Jamie's got a great retort for it. I even heard her saying it herself, and she's like,
"Does anybody know how often a rape prosecution actually happens?"
Yeah, no, it's awful and it sucks and it's fucked up, but that does not give you creative license to be like,
"Well, I'm just gonna say it anyway, that way, just in case it's true."
And the thing is, too, Jamie.
I'm not saying it anyways, just in case it's true. I'm saying it because I've talked to enough victims who have accused Ben of the same thing. I've interviewed 2 of them, and there's more coming out. So.
And this is probably the most important thing. And I know Jamie's just losing her shit on her stream right now because I went over there under her chat and I fucking called her an idiot.
Losing my shit. Oh no, I was kind of heated like Jeff was for a lot of this fucking stream. I love it, dude. It's the same thing that Paul did to me where it's just like, oh, look at Jamie. Jamie mad. Jamie's mad. What, you were mad when you first addressed me. Like, what is this? Are we not YouTubers? Do we not, like, ham it up a bit? For performance value, get mad, yell. Like, what? Should I just say that anytime you get mad on stream? Like, come on.
It's fucking great. I am a grown up. What can I say?
No,
Jamie's not going to eat it. If like hearing the actual debunking of this by the very words of the people that Jamie was fielding, Jamie's not going to be like, well, I was wrong.
It's not the debunk. See, again, all he's doing is just doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on the fucking Weinstein defense. The Weinstein defense. The victims talked to the abuser after. The victims talked to him after. They had a relationship with him. Innocent. He's innocent. Oh my God. You're so dumb.
Jamie's not going to do that.
Well, it's a difference of opinion,
because Jamie has this idea.
By the way, if I was proven wrong, I would absolutely come forward and say, "Yep, I made a mistake. I was wrong." But you know what? I don't think I fucking am. I don't think all these different women that I've talked to are all fucking like, because they would have to be lying to me too. They would have had to be like all coordinating behind the scenes and lying to, I mean, I guess from your narrative, I'm with these people in coming up with these stories or whatever. I don't even know. I don't even fucking know what you guys think the situation is. But like from my perspective, if this shit wasn't true, these women would have to all be lying to me. And they would have to like have some concerted effort behind the scenes that I don't know about to take down Ben. In which case they're using me. But I don't think that's happening either. I think that's ridiculous. But yeah, if that were to fucking be the case, I would absolutely come forward and say, okay, I was wrong. I was lied to. I was led to believe falsehoods. Yeah, because I'm intellectually honest, unlike you, Jeff. I'm willing to face the truth. I'm willing to face my mistakes. I'm willing to, unlike Ben, I'm willing to fucking answer for my mistakes and not run and hide from them. So fuck off.
Idea that the internet is real and that these things are not just like these ephemeral bullshit
Please
kind
tell
of
me
concepts.
when Jamie has ever respected Ben.
No, never. But Jamie.
But when when has Ben ever deserved my respect? What do you mean? Tell me when Jamie has ever respect. What? What are you talking about, man? She adds nothing. She's so dumb. Oh my god. I don't owe Ben my respect. I've never owed Ben my respect. However, see, here's the funny thing. Show me when actually. That's the fucked up thing. I could probably actually go comb through my channel and find numerous sound bites of me saying, I respect Ben. I respect Ben. Literally those words. I respect Ben. You will find me, literally, if you look, guys, to like old streams of me talking about my criticisms of DP, you will hear me say almost every fucking time, I don't like Ben, I don't disagree with what he's doing, but I respect him. Or, I don't like what he's doing, but I like him as a person and I respect him. I have said so many times, I have actually undeservedly given him my respect over the years just because he was instrumental in starting the Drunken Peasants. I have... So that's not even true. You don't even know what you're talking about. And... oh my god, I love how they talk about me as if they, like, know anything about me or pay attention to me, but they don't. Like, it's... oh my god. Here. Why isn't Ben standing up for himself?
Internet. Do you really think that's the wisest course of action when legal proceedings drama streamers channel and put the allegations out there on the internet? Do you really think that's the wisest course of action when legal proceedings are happening? Are you fucking mental? What the fuck?
First of all, it's not necessarily legal proceedings. The victims tried to go to the police and file a report. It went nowhere, as it often fucking does. And I waited, you dipshits. That's why I didn't come out about this shit right away. That's why I didn't tell Taylor's story or anyone's stories right away. I waited because they were filing their shit. And I knew then it probably wasn't going to go anywhere. But I stayed silent. I didn't do a stream for a few weeks about this shit. But when it was clear it wasn't going anywhere, it became clear that no, just filing a police report is not the only course of action here. Coming out and talking about these stories and not allowing the fucking abuser to hide them is the only course of action in situations like this. Again, what the fuck is the entire Me Too movement? I don't know. You guys probably don't even respect the Me Too movement. I know DP has shit on it a ton over the years. I figured that at least have like come to like the common popular position on it, which is that, yeah, Me Too at least does some good. Instead of believing the bullshit, dishonest narrative that like, oh my god, Me Too is just a movement for a bunch of women that have vendettas against men and want to ruin them. Get out of here.
According to Taylor's Twitter, illegal proceedings are happening.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Then they should fire their lawyer because the first rule is don't talk about it.
There's no lawyer involved. Burnt toast, you fucking dipshit. Stop injecting. You don't know anything that's going. Burnt toast, come talk to me. If you want to know about this situation, come talk to me. We've had you on our fucking show recently. We've been friendly with you. The only reason that I didn't fucking bring this up to you when you were on our show is because I didn't want to drag you into drama that had nothing to do with you. I didn't want you to force you to get involved in this shit if you didn't want to of your own volition. But since you're interjecting yourself here, Burnt Toast, why don't you do your fucking due diligence and go talk to the other side instead of just leaving our Discord during the course of this stream and you know, not trying. Did you watch my stream with Taylor? Or did you just believe everything these fucking dipshits have been telling you the whole night? And I think it's look, I'm not even that mad at her because I think it's disgusting that they brought her on like this. And you know, blindsided her with this drama and are painting a very fucking weird picture, a very skewed picture of me in this situation and expecting her to like comment on it and just go along with it. That's really fucked. So I'm not going to hold anything she said here against her in the long term, but just seriously, Toast, like, you want to know what's going on? Talk to me and Annie. All right? At least do us the courtesy of hearing our fucking side of this shit instead of just believing all these dipshits.
You know what? If the defense wants my nice zip file here full of all this shit that I already showed, cool. Fucking go for it. Fucking go for it. Or just shut the fuck up and leave it alone. Look, maybe he was.
Yeah, this is again, lawyers. This is a Me Too case. All right, there's nothing else that we can't. This isn't gonna go anywhere legally. It's just not. It's not. We've already showed you why. We've already gone over the statistics of why. We've already gone over the fact that they filed police reports that went nowhere. They always go nowhere.
Dickhead to you or something like that, and you guys just split up and it just didn't fucking work out. It was 4 years ago. You're fucking married now. Get over it. What the fuck?
Oh my God. Yeah, as if abuse and shit can't take a long time. I've already gone over this shit. Victims a lot of the time take a long time to come to terms with their fucking abuse. All right. You know what? I'm not even going to address that. They were going to talk about me. They got mad at me for bringing up the fact that, or someone in the chat said something about tips. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Pimp can ask for. I don't care that Pimp asks for tips. I'm not getting back into that. If people want to see my criticisms of Pimp, the fact that he pressures his audience to donate and shames them and shits on them when they don't. I've already explained all that. Y'all can go back and watch the Pimp Monk stream.
Do it. And like I said, somebody wants to come on the show in a couple of days and retort. Wow, you're welcome.
Yep.
But now I will say this: if Jae Darké wants to come on the show, I will cuss your ass out. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't like you.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're welcome to come on and tell your side of shit, Jamie. You're just gonna get cussed out. You're just not gonna be able to get a fucking word in. We're just gonna fucking yeah. Like, why would I waste my time? Like, why? Why would I waste my fucking time with you people? All right. Again, like, all I'm doing is giving people a platform to tell their fucking stories, and I'm giving my fucking 2 cents on it here and there every once in a while.
Gross, calling me a pathological liar, calling me self-centered.
Oh yeah, man.
You are self-centered and a pathological
Jamie fucking
liar.
Dark.
When one of your victims has been the reason that I've been harassed for over a year and a half.
No, she wasn't. See, you're a liar. You're a liar. Alicia, like, now you're saying one of the victims was the reason you were... So Alicia is the reason you were harassed and doxxed? Really? You're blaming it on Alicia now. Like, holy fucking shit, dude. He'll invite you, but he won't come on to talk one-on-one. Oh, no, see, that's the thing. If I went on, I'd probably be going on with Missy Ann, Pimp Monk, Shabisky. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So they can, like, sit there and not let me speak and you know, I'm not interested in that. All right. I'm telling, no, they can come for, you know what? How about this? If y'all can prove to me that y'all have sat through an entire one of my fucking streams, even at fucking 2x speed or whatever, then maybe I'll consider it. All right. You guys don't listen to me. Why should I come and engage with you people? Oh, this is really gross. This part's really fucking gross.
This is like the only thing I want to say about this particular person. I actually really love Alicia.
Me
really
too.
Do.
I was about to say
She really doesn't like me anymore, and it's unfortunate that that's the case, but I still really like her, and I still really care about her. Alicia had a bad breakup, and she ran her mouth, and she said some shit, and you know what? People need to vent, and so, you know, that it fucking happens. Maybe she was keeping some bad company. Honestly, I think the people who were involved with this Jae Darké and all this, like, allegation shit tried to fucking take advantage of her in her moment of pain.
So we try... I love this narrative, guys. I love the narrative that I've been... I decided to take advantage of Alicia. Poor Alicia. She had a bad breakup. And, you know, she was upset about it. And I came along and took advantage of her. No, Jeff. What happened was Alicia came forward and told her story. And people like you and Missy Ann shat on her, bullied her, harassed her. And I was done sitting there watching it and not talking about it on my fucking channel. No one was talking about it. When Alicia came out with her story, I thought, hey, maybe at least someone will talk about this and finally, like, you know, people will see what kind of person Ben is. And then instead, she got shit on and treated like garbage. By you. By you people. And I offered her a platform. I used my platform to amplify her story, which in turn got the attention of a lot of other victims of Ben who have since come forward to me and asked me for accepted my offer for a platform to talk about this if they would like to. Because no other platform would give this the time of fucking day. And y'all want to claim like, oh, you love Alicia. You love Alicia, except you people were the ones that were shitting on her the minute she came out with this. You people are the ones who have not stopped harassing her, not stopped giving her endless amounts of shit for telling her story. Go fuck yourselves. You people have been instrumental in a lot of Alicia's fucking bullshit that she's been put through since this shit. Holy fuck. Yeah, what is this show? A bunch of nobodies defending a rapist because they want to get a little bit of his fading limelight. Yeah, that's literally what's going on here. They call me a clout chaser. Get out of here. We all know why Pimp Monk continues to work with Ben, even though Ben tells him who he is and isn't allowed to stream with. We all know why these people are so invested in defending their buddy. The fuck out of here.
I want nothing but the best for Alicia. I legitimately think she's a sweetheart.
Then stop attacking her. Stop shitting on her. And then maybe I wouldn't have felt the need to do my fucking first stream in the fucking first place. Why didn't you, Jeff? Why didn't you give her a fucking platform to tell her story? Why didn't you listen to her and hear her out and let her fucking say her piece? Go fuck yourself. You dishonest fucking piece of garbage. Holy shit. You dishonest fucking rape apologist. Yeah, I'm not doing that timestamp. Missy Ann's like, we don't do guilt by association. I'm not in high school, lol. Could have fooled me, bitch. Holy fuck. You're all the worst things I hated about fucking high school. People like you. Holy fucking shit. You are a child. Oh, here we go. Let's look at this part. Missy gets mad because I called her transphobic.
Bullshit, AK. She really did say that. That's just stupid.
I'm the mother of a trans child.
Jamie said
Call me transphobic again.
You're transphobic. You're transphobic. By the way, I love how your argument is, I'm the mother of a trans child. I'm not transphobic. My argument is, You're the mother of a trans child. How the fuck could you be so goddamn transphobic, you fucking cunt? How the fuck could you shit on... You're not friends with Annie anymore? Fine. How the fuck could you shit on their fucking gender identity and tell them it's not valid? Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, just because you have a trans child doesn't mean you're exempt from being a transphobe. Absolutely not. My mother is a transphobe. She has a trans child. Only difference is she doesn't run around using it as a fucking token. Running around there, I'm the mother of a trans child. I'm the mother of a trans child. Look how amazing I am. Give me a medal, guys. I'm the mother of a trans child. Good job doing your fucking job half decent and not shitting on your child. You don't get a reward for that. Stop acting like you deserve to be fucking venerated or some shit. A lot of people have trans children. A lot of people don't realize that they have trans. A lot of trans people don't realize they're trans. All right? And there's a lot of transphobic parents that have trans children. All right? You can virtue signal all you want. Tell me how much you love your child all you want. That's fine. I think it's disgusting. And I think if the way you treated Annie. And I think that if you really cared about trans people, that you would never, ever deny someone's gender identity. Fuck you.
Yeah, goddamn. Oh, goddamn.
Call me transphobic.
Yeah.
Jamie said it was
Keep it rolling.
transphobic to bring up Jamie's accent because it was tied to her self-loathing.
No, I didn't say that per se. I said, look, I feel like it's a little bit if you know the situation and you've heard my explanation for it, because most people do know why. And most people do know that it's kind of tied to that. Most people, again, kind of realize the minute I stopped using the accent, I didn't need to explain it to that many people. Like, I don't get what the big mystery is there. I was wearing a mask. I was putting on a fake identity because I hated myself and didn't want to admit who I was. And when I admitted who I was, I didn't need the fucking accent anymore. I didn't need the persona. I could finally be myself. I wasn't being myself before, Missy. That's what my point was. I think it's a little transphobic, or it's a little, I won't say transphobic. It's a little insensitive to a trans person to ignore that and pretend that that's not a valid explanation as to why they used to be fake, why they used to lie about their identity. That's really uncharitable and bad faith. Okay? It might not be outright transphobic, but I think you are kind of transphobic. At least you're NB phobic. You're non-binary phobic. Because non-binary people aren't trans. Why don't you and fucking Blair White go start a fucking podcast together? Your politics are already fucking close enough. Your view on your, well, I don't know about politics. They're shitty enough people, all right? They got their similar views on certain things, all right? But actually, I think even Blair White would look at this Ben situation and be like, yeah, this is kind of fucked.
No, it's not. You're a fucking cringe cannon. You're an absolute cringe cannon who used to talk in a fake English accent because you're so fucking uninteresting. You had to make up something that was fake about you so that people would think you were special.
And please don't use.
I'm so uninteresting. I had to make up something that was fake about me to seem interesting. No, dipshit. I hated myself so much, and I fucking abhorred my identity so much that I fucking had to build up a persona around myself as armor to fucking because I couldn't come to terms with who I really was. And then when I did, that armor slipped. It shattered. I no longer needed it. I'm myself now. Holy fuck. Thank you, Raisin Girl. I appreciate that.
Use you being trans as a defense, as a shield to everything. That is bullshit.
Oh my god. See, I love how they try to like reduce it to, oh, you're just using being trans as a defense for everything. No, I'm fucking not. I only bring it up because it is part of the explanation for why I did that. And I'm sick and tired of people dishonestly acting like there's more to that than just, you know, what I already have explained, and people want to act in bad faith as if I haven't explained this already. And people want to act as if I don't already even make fun of it and be like, yeah, this is dumb. It was dumb of me. I wish I didn't make that decision when I was a teenager.
Wait, you know, we can't critique you because you're trans. Fuck you in the ear.
Yep.
Everything about you.
And yeah, Missy uses that defense constantly. I have a trans child. I have a trans child. As a defense for everything. So fuck you. But yeah, no, I don't use that as a defense for everything. In fact, I did, like, if I've been accused of some shit, if someone shows me something that I've done wrong in the past or tells me like, hey, this is fucked up, I've admitted it and said, yeah, that's fucked. I'm working to be a better fucking human being. I'm trying hard. Unlike a lot of you, clearly.
It's not involved around you being a trans person. I respect you as a female. I do not respect you as a person.
Yes.
Let me say that.
Well, you don't have to. I don't respect you as a person, pimp. So I guess we're mutual there. But no, not everything is revolved around me being trans, dude. Get the fuck out of here. What's next? I've only got a few more timestamps. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Holy shit. I know this has been painful, but like I needed to get through all of this and respond to all these points. I did respond to the most important ones near the beginning, but yeah, let's look at a couple more. Whatever. No, I'll skip that one. Missy just more bullshit, guilt by association shit, and lying about who I associate with. I've already gone there. Let's see. All right. Let's see what this one was about. At 132.40.
Anything. I'm like, well, what do you mean don't do anything? It's like, just don't fucking do anything about it. Just make your fucking
and
video.
I want to say this, the first video that Jae Darké did.
Oh, Jeff is talking about how he told Ben not to do anything and not to come on. Yeah, okay. I'm sure Ben was definitely gonna do something about this or talk about this shit.
The first video that Jae Darké did about and brought me up in it and everything. TJ was in the chat and TJ actually defended me and Billy the Fridge.
Yeah.
In the chat, so I respect that. TJ like Pimp.
Yeah, TJ said he likes Billy and Pimp. Yeah, that's fine. Me and TJ can disagree. All right. I don't like you, Pimp, and I don't like Billy. All right. Again, I retracted what I said about Billy because I don't know, and so I'm not gonna spread shit that I don't know anything about. But like, I still think it's a little sus, and I made my see. This is the thing. They're about to do guilt by association again. Say I'm doing guilt by association. I've already explained the reasons I've called out Billy the Fridge were because I think it's a little sus, guys. A little weird, little fucking weird. The kind of people that he fucking defends, and the fact that he defended Onision longer than anyone else, and that he will probably be one of the last people defending Ben. I think that's a little fucking weird, and I think it's a little weird that Billy the Fridge keeps getting super close with people who, you know, do this kind of shit. The little sus. That's all I said. I never accused Billy of nothing. I made it very clear, and it's not just, oh, you're associated with him. I'm like, you're associated with a lot of shitty people. You defend a lot of shitty people, and from what it sounds like Billy knows at least a lot of what Ben has done. Maybe not all of it. Maybe I jumped to some conclusions. That's why I retracted and said I'm not accusing Billy of shit. But you know what, Pimp? You're the one who keeps getting more and more down in the dirt. If you'd have done nothing since that first stream, in fact, if you'd have just said, hey, why are you calling me out for this? I don't know anything about this. Leave me out of it. I would have said, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. The only reason I did that follow-up Pimp Monk stream is because you people have been so goddamn obsessed. And again, maybe I didn't go about it in the best ways. Maybe I went after a little Pimp a little too hard in a stream that was meant to be just about Ben. Although it was also like I don't know. Yeah, it should have just been about Ben. I agree with that. Okay, that's fine. But like, holy fucking shit, how vehemently you people defend him. Like it only confirms what I first said about you, Pimp. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You are. Fuck you. Stop acting like you're in the middle. Stop acting like you're not taking sides. You're very clearly taking sides. Absolutely.
That's awesome. He's an amazing human being or something like that. And so, I mean, I think TJ gets the fact that you don't have to like hate somebody because somebody else hates you.
Sure, and I hope I you know, it's so frustrating, you know.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But I mean,
Again, me and TJ can have disagreements about certain people, all right? TJ can like certain people that I don't like. I don't got to agree with TJ on everything. Here, I think there's more.
you know,
to
in
this
like
one.
in like a fucking month, nobody's gonna give a shit about any of this.
No.
Nobody's gonna give a fuck about it.
Tragic, Will. That motherfucker's obsessed with Shabisky's dick, but still.
Oh, well,
I really do hope that's not the case. Because from where I'm sitting, in a month or so, maybe things will be looking a little worse for you. Maybe more people will care, you know? I'd be careful if I were you, Ben. Not Ben, Jeff. Jeff, you're defending this shit really fucking hard, really fucking vehemently. You're doing a lot of victim blaming. You're doing a lot of fucking attacking of victims. It's not a good look. Okay, there's one last thing that I wanted to address. And then we're done with this goddamn stream. Holy fuck.
It's super that simple now.
I love when people say shit that they have no absolute fucking clue what they're talking about. Apparently, Jamie just said that I could come on her show and talk about how Ben manipulated me. Shabisky, you witnessed the conversation one night between me and Ben. Am I manipulated by Ben?
No,
Manipulated by Ben.
Oh yeah, Shabisky's the one to be able to Shabisky's the one to be able to read the deep nuances between human interactions, I'm sure.
They say the same shit about like Missy and shit. Like we're like as if Missy controls shit and everything. It's like, no,
I
it's
control
not
all of your channels.
Well, it's like these people don't even know who the fuck I am or something.
Because got them hypno boobs.
Honestly, it's like they don't know who the fuck I am. It's like, dude, look, Shabisky witnessed me yelling at Ben one night, screaming at him.
Oh, you've yelled at Ben before. You've screamed at Ben before. So yeah, that proves it. Yeah, he's not. Why were you yelling and screaming at him? Why'd you get to that level with him? Is it maybe because he doesn't always treat you the best? Is it maybe because he's an asshole sometimes? You know he's an asshole. Like, and I'm sorry, you want to sit there and pretend that, like, Ben has never done anything manipulative to you. Like, I'm sorry, telling you who you can and can't stream with if you want his continued support is fucked up. It's fucked up. And yeah, you know what? Maybe that's the extent of it. Is that maybe that's all there was. And you just want to view it as, oh, what it was a business decision. All right. If you ever change your mind and realize, oh, it wasn't just a bit. See, this is the thing. I'm saying that I fully realize that you could maybe realize one day later down the road, oh shit, I was taken advantage of by Ben. I wouldn't say now, oh, what? You defended Ben. Now you're going to say that he took advantage of you? I'd be like, oh, yeah, now you finally realized he was taking advantage of you the whole time. You finally realized. And I'd listen to you. That's all I was saying. I don't expect you to come on, but all I was saying is, yeah, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't want you to go down with Ben. I don't want anyone to go down with Ben. I want Ben to be held accountable for his fucking actions. That's it. I want Ben to be held accountable. And as I was saying in my stream, if the people who are surrounding him come out later and say, oh, I know about this or I know about that, or like, yeah, he kind of was shitty in one way or another, I'll have you people on and you know, I'll be willing to look past it. Put it behind us. Cause I don't think, my point was, Pimp Monk, that I don't think you're as disgusting as Ben. All right. And I'd be willing to forgive this Ben simpery if you came to your goddamn senses and stood up for yourself. And stop defending a fucking abuser. Anyway. Yeah, that's all from this stream that I wanted to cover. Holy fucking shit. Whew. That was a lot, guys. That was a lot of bullshit. Holy fucking shit. That was not a fun stream to watch again for the second time. Yeah. Pretty fucking disgusting. Oh, I forgot about this because it's in the title, and I talked about it earlier when I went live, but then the stream went down. Again, Ben has been doing some really sus behavior himself this entire time. Like I showed in the last stream, he retweeted a bunch of shit from TJ about false rape accusations. He also tweeted a picture of himself as a child and a picture of himself in trap, and then deleted them shortly after. He posted a couple pictures of him in trap and deleted them after. Really weird. And then, like, deleted a shit ton. Where is it? Here it is. Deleted a shit ton of DMs. Not DMs. Tweets. Look at that. On May 5th. So wait, this is actually... This was taken on... Oh, this is the last update, I guess, on May 5th. So wait, no, never mind. May 14th. Never mind, I was wrong. 14th. May 14th. I was going to say this was before my stream. No, this is after my stream. Okay. He deleted. Look at this. Over 1,600 tweets were on the account. Suddenly, 1,524 tweets gone from the what? Where'd they all go, Ben? He loves deleting shit. He deletes DMs. He deletes tweets. Why are you so paranoid, Ben? I thought you were a sweet boy. I thought you were being framed. Why is someone who's being framed constantly running around trying to bury evidence? Trying to hide shit? Explain that to me. Whew. Really fucking weird. When's the next Hopium Den? Hopefully on Thursday. Hopefully we'll do an unrelated stream. Whew, holy fucking shit. I wonder what his wife would think of all this. Yeah, I'm curious about that too. I don't even want to know what's going on with his wife. I mean, I do because it might be relevant to all of this, but I don't know. I don't know the situation with his wife. I know he claims she would be homeless without him. And, whatever. You can act like you're being noble all you fucking want, but something tells me there's more to that story. I don't know, though. So that was it, guys. That was my response to a really terrible, really painful stream. Really dumb stream. Where these people did nothing but refute themselves the whole time. As I said, if anyone wants more context, go back and watch my other 2 interviews. If anyone wants to know more of my issues with Pimp, go watch my Pimp Monk stream. Although, I'll be honest, I don't think that the Pimp Monk... Like, my criticisms of Pimp Monk are not that serious. I just think he's a... I think he's shitty. Wouldn't someone being framed want the evidence still up? Yeah, you'd think, right? Why is there so much stuff being deleted? What are you scared of, Ben? Why don't you want people who were once in contact with you to have the records of your conversations with them? Why not, Ben? What's the problem? Doesn't that exonerate you, Ben? You're the one showing these DMs right now. Why the fuck aren't you why don't you leave them up? So the victims can show their sides of them. Because you're full of shit. And you know you are. And Ben is scared. Because he knows he done fucked up. And he knows this shit is coming to get him. He knows he ain't escaping this anytime fucking soon. After I do each one of these streams, I almost always get contacted by 1 or 2 or even 3 or 4 people new that just want to give me information or want to tell me some shit. And hopefully, if all goes well, we're going to have more victims on soon. We're going to interview more people. There's more of this. It's not just 2 stories. There's more. I'm in contact with at least 2 people right now who are considering coming on. All right. But again, guys, those of you that are watching, those of you, I'm 2 hours into the one with Taylor. I will be having words with people. Trust. Raisin Girl, I really appreciate that, and you've been really sweet throughout this entire stream. I'm just gonna say, I don't think it's gonna go well. And I can already kind of predict what's gonna happen if you start. All I can say is, if you feel you can actually like influence certain people, maybe like urge people to watch these things themselves and not just take other people's summaries of them. All right, because it's also, guys, and this is. I will. I don't. It will. I don't do mean. I do firm. Well, I hope you. I wish you luck, Raisin Girl. I've always thought you were a decent person, and I'm glad you're willing to at least listen to the evidence for yourself instead of a lot of other people that hang around Pimp and them who just, other people are saying a narrative and it's like, oh, must be true. But guys, for all the other people out there, for those of you who, these stories, the interviews with the victims, this shit that's going on, if it resonates with you, if you think that people need to hear about it, please do your best to spread this shit around. This stream, as well as the first 2 interviews with the victims, feel free to spread them in communities that you think might give a shit, people who you think should know about this, because I'm just one content creator, and I'm doing my best to get this out there, get this in front of people. Like I've said, I would love to not have to be the one to be breaking this. I would love if some other YouTuber was doing this and not me. But at this point, I just want to get this out there. More people got to know. More people got to be talking about this. This is really, this is some serious shit. And Ben has been going out of his way, and his friends have been going out of their way to bury this shit, hide it, not allow it to be talked about. Please, guys, if you think that this is serious, this is something that needs to be talked about, this is something that needs to be heard, spread this shit around, share it. Share it in Discords, share it on Reddits, share it on Facebook groups or whatever. Don't let Ben bury this, because make no mistake, that was the attempt. That was the whole point of that stream on Pimp Monk's channel. That was an attempt to bury this, to make it no longer talked about, and it was an attempt, a very clear attempt, to scare the victims into not coming forward, to scare future victims from wanting to come forward. This needs to go further so that we get more love and support on these streams for the victims, so that more people realize, more victims realize that it's safe. It's safe to come forward, and they're not just going to be shit on. They're not just going to be bullied off the internet if they try to tell their stories. They're not going to be disbelieved and told they're fucking lying. They're not going to have to deal with victim blaming, at least not here, not from this community, not from the people who watch me, and even the people who don't watch me regularly, because I've seen a lot of positive support for the victims, and it really warms my heart to see how many people are showing their support and willing to stand with the victims. But we need more. I don't like going around, sharing my own shit everywhere. I feel like it kind of undermines it when a creator shares their own shit. I feel like people are less likely to pay attention to it. So those of you, who got your little communities and shit, let people know. Let people know what's going on. And like I said, I know I keep getting accused of doing this for the clout. People want to, like I said, when I'm done talking about this, I'm done talking about this. And I fully expect to lose probably most of the subscribers I've gained over this period. And that's fine. Because I just want people to pay attention to this while it's going on. If they're not interested in me, I am more than happy to let people go, leave, unsubscribe. Because I don't want to be a drama channel. I never wanted to be a drama channel, guys. I want this to get out there. I want it to be talked about. I want this to be put to bed so I can move on. And more importantly, so the victims can move on. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, everybody, for being supportive in the chat. I really appreciate all of you who've been supportive and shown your support for the victims. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, those of you who just came and listened. Those of you who are just willing to hear both sides and make up your own minds, because that is also so fucking valuable. Don't allow other people to control the narrative. Come up with your own opinions, you know? Whew. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm tired and I'm fucking starving. So thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. Thank you for subscribing and the likes and everything. I will see y'all next time. I'll probably see y'all on Thursday for a unrelated Hopium Hour. It's gonna be it's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about, I don't know, whatever, anything else. I'll put together a good show for y'all. I promise. Okay. I love y'all. Peace out. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.